Hey, what's up, folks? Cats, Flux, Dacta, Silent Peanut, Classic Regis, Classic Hearthstone. Yeah, time for Classic. Hey, Clingy Orca. How's it going? Well, it was going good. Why moved everything in my office? Ah! Ah! Got it. Problem solved. Hey, Lord Archmage. Yeah, last stream was awesome. Yeah, did I type? Oh, I thought serious Strippy. I had the Stripey. I thought you were making fun of me. I thought I typoed my message. Hey, Leo Burrow. Wow, first time live, dudes. Thanks, man. That's cool. Is Nax out? Oh man, I wish.
Cannot decide
I wish.
whether it is 2014 or 2019. Switching between Classic Zoo and Gala Shaman.
Yeah, no joke. Like, yeah, it's tough, right? Speaking of which, oh, I forgot we got new deck lists, guys. 27 slots. Let's go. Yeah, I totally forgot. We're also got a new pocket meta here too, a little baby meta. The Galakrond Shaman meta. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't think I'll be entering into that too much because tonight we're gonna do Classic for just whatever, next few hours, whatever we're live. And then tomorrow I have the pre-release weekend stuff planned. So we'll be playing Baron's cards tomorrow. We have much more new decks to play tomorrow.
Did you get any extra 1,000 win portraits?
I already had everything except Demon Hunter, and it certainly didn't change. So no, nothing changed for me. I think I had a pretty big gain in like Mage and Paladin because of arena games or something. I think I played a lot of Mage in particular. Where is that even at? Mage Arena, but everything except Demon Hunter was already 1,000, so it didn't matter. Most of these don't seem that different, but Mage I think climbed a bunch. Hey, Winged Burrito. It's going good. Carlos Cruz with 32 months. Wow. Classic hype indeed. And yeah, actually, before we do classic hype, real quick here, let me I just realized I have two. I don't know what that does. Let me real quickly buy. I want to buy the golden bundle. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'll buy the golden bundle.
Lots of cool decks I am excited for. Thanks for the awesome content.
Hey, thanks, Combat Corgi, dude. Yeah, me too. Me too, indeed. Okay, so this is the golden classic bundle they just released. I honestly don't really think this will make sense for most people, but I like golden cards. I like classic cards. And I think it'll make a fun video. So hopefully I'm going to get some cool stuff out of this. I'm going to buy this. I don't recommend it to everybody, though. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's intriguing. Going backwards a little bit. Combat Corgi 10 months. Carlos Cruz 32 months. Reduced to 100 bits. Thank you. Yeah, I think they added arena and duels to your totals or something like that. I heard. I don't know. I'm a little behind today. I had stuff going on today I had to go do, so I'm not quite caught up on all the news and reactions. So I did the golden classic bundle and I got a golden Tinkmaster Overspark. Okay, that's not going to be very useful, but hey, still cool.
Third subchild's the charm. Just don't tell the others that this one is my favorite.
Hey, Spark and Harrius, dude. 27 months. Crazy stuff, dude. 1 month for every deck slot we have. What am I most hyped for in Barons? Probably still Fatigue Warlock, but I don't know. I haven't had time to sit down and make all the deck archetypes I want to make yet for Barons. It seems like there may not be quite as many like unique archetypes this time. I don't know. So I gotta look at that and see what I think. We'll take a gander, and I'll let you know in the next few days. But okay, so let's open these packs. Again, I don't really think this is worth it for most folks. As a content creator, I'm a little biased. So this pack is actually, we just got this one for logging in today. This was just to celebrate the launch of Classic Hearthstone. So this is kind of a freebie pack, or, you know, who knows? Was this on the top? Was it on the bottom? Who knows? But it's a bonus. And it ain't much of a bonus. Golden Summoning Portal's cool, though, because at least I think we're going to see... Yeah, there he is. Jiraxis pops in there every once in a while. That's cool. All right. These are now the bundle packs, theoretically. Can I get at least a legendary, please? Okay. Some of these cards are cool. I don't know if I'm really ever going to use these again, because you get the golden core cards for... Oh my god, these packs suck. You get the golden core cards just for like leveling up, or for having enough wins. It's like one of the achievements. You unlock like 1 million golden core cards. So these aren't really contributing to my golden core collection. Oh my goodness. These are miserable. This is a way to spend $20. Oh man. Come on. Hook me up. Come on, not even an epic. And Dust Devil's golden I always hated. It's so dark and... Oh, come on. Come on. Oh my god. Oh, give me a refund. I mean, I knew I didn't really need these, but that still was disappointing. I expected nothing, and I came away disappointed. God, not even an epic, not even a double rare. I literally expected nothing, and I'm still disappointed. Wow. Okay, well, that was that. Great money spent there. Money well spent. All right, let's see. This is... I wanted to build a wallet warrior. I mean, I don't even know what that... not Walter Warrior. That's a different thing. And I definitely want an OG portrait here, so let's do that.
Welcome, boys.
No, although I am curious what it would auto-complete to. I don't think we're gonna do that. All right, so... What goes in Wallet Warrior? I don't even remember what this looked like. We're not going to get a perfect one, but let's just get close to what we think an old Control Wallet Warrior would have looked like. I think actually Gorehal used to get played a fair bit, right? Could probably run an Ooze. Maybe even double Ooze. Doomsayers, maybe? I don't know. We got to see. Maybe a silence. Some of these tech cards seem to make sense. Trying to think about card draw. Man, it has... I only played Classic Hearthstone for like... basically about 2 months. I didn't start right away. I started in Season 2. And even then, I had a pretty weak collection. I didn't have, you know, a top-tier collection or anything. I was just kind of scraping by.
Great day for an anniversary.
So even...
Welcome, boys. Make some
Even though I played early, it's not like I had some amazing collection, you know? I feel like Gnomish Inventor might actually be a card we'd run. Sinjin might be a card we'd run. Probably still run Azure Jason here, but I don't know. Gotta look at the legendary package. I know we want a lot of the legendaries in our Wallet Warrior. Black Knight actually seems sort of decent, but I don't know. Bragg and Alex, definitely. Ysera seems right. Hey, PCJ with 12 months. Oh my god, 1 year's crazy. And Civil Servitor with a prime as well. Holy crap, dude. Did Baron get run? Baron Geddon? How do I not have a Golden Ragnaros, by the way? That seems like a huge oversight. What else am I missing, folks? Hey, Blue Sapphire. And thanks. Oh, Hype Train active, guys. Thanks for the early Hype Train. Any other like big legendaries I'm missing, or anything else that really fits the mold here? I kind of think like Gnomish has got played. Nowadays, Baron was definitely in this deck. Okay, well, let's run Baron. That's fine. I'm not trying to recreate the exact version of old, just, you know, something that approximates it. Armorsmith? I don't remember Armorsmith being played as much because you just don't have a lot of ways to bounce off of it.
Welcome, boys.
Hey,
Make
Volt,
some
dude, thanks for
room
the
by
Prime
hearth,
sub.
won't ya?
Hi.
Welcome.
Missing
Boys,
2
make some
cards.
room by the hearth, won't ya?
Earthen
Or
Ring
Ogre.
Farseer's probably not as good. Yeah, I have 0 4-mana cards. Yeah, what's that about? Yetis. Red Corsairs are kind of intriguing, actually, with Fire War Axe. I feel like they didn't get played back then, but they sort of make a ton of sense. I don't know. This is good enough, guys. Again, it doesn't have to recreate exactly what we used to do, but whatever we think is a good version of what we used to do. Troy with 100 bits. Thanks, dude. All right, I played one game earlier, by the way. I played one game of a druid. I put together a combo druid, whatever. Force Roar druid. Wing Burrito with a gifted sub. Thanks, Wing Burrito. Yeah, save room for Kazakis. Oh, Acolyte. I forgot about Acolyte. 100% forgot about Acolyte.
Welcome.
Yeah, we should run Acolyte.
Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
100%. Is this not working, I guess? Probably doesn't know the classic codes or whatever. I can just turn it off for now. Not like we need it. Yeah, Acolyte's a great idea. 100% great idea. Whirlwind for executes too makes sense. Yeah, we need to squeeze those in. And yeah, Wing Burrito. Yeah, dude. Wow, another gifted sub to Wyravo and kicking the hype train to level 2 or level 1 complete anyway. Thank you, dude. Deck tracker's broken. Yeah, it was like a crazy patch. That doesn't surprise me. Like fundamentally changed a million things as I understand it. Button. Button every day.
Boys,
Hey,
make
Crocs
some
with a
room by
gifted
the
sub. Oh
hearth,
my
won't
god,
ya?
first ever gifted sub. And it's to always lethal. Thanks, Crocs. That's really nice, dude. So we're playing against Handlock. I really don't remember how this matchup went. I feel like if they have Jiraxis, I'm going to get outvalued. But maybe I can use Fatigue to my advantage. I just really don't remember. So I didn't really play. I don't even. It's not that I don't even remember. I didn't even really play these back in the day. Didn't even play these. Oh wow. Maybe not as handlocky as I thought with Doomguard in there. That sort of surprised me. I wasn't expecting a Doomguard. It's too early to brawl. Sort of hate letting that Yeti hit me in the face. I dump a Corsair, just armor up. Probably still just armor up. Can play this cheap later. Enjoying nostalgia mode? Yeah. So I mean, here, just to say again, I didn't really play. I played Hearthstone during Classic Hearthstone, right? Like I started in season 2. I'm missing the season 1 card back. That's the only card back I'm missing. So I started in season 2, and I was playing during Classic, but I didn't have any cards yet. Like I wasn't playing Wallet Warrior, I wasn't playing Handlock even. I was playing like Budget Hunter or something, you know, or like I think the first cards I really moved towards was like a Ramp Druid with like Ancient of War. I think I had one or something and I was pumped about. So I didn't really experience, you know, the heyday of Classic Hearthstone. I really started getting a more concrete collection, I'd say, in like Nax Rammus era, probably. Just throwing this away. Oh, game is muted. Oh yeah, thanks. Sorry. I gotta hit the button. The only sound you need is my voice. Yeah. How dare you even worry about the game? Okay, so this is definitely more of an OG zoo. He just got off to a really slow start, it felt like. Like the first card they played was Yeti. It's wild. Like what's in hand that you're floating 4 mana as well, right? That seems kind of crazy to me. I don't know. I guess I want the abusive sergeant to win here. That's fine too. Don't even have to worry about the death rattle yet. I'll have to get a rag on a less scary board. Okay, where's that whirlwind I didn't add, guys? It's definitely, I'm feeling it right now. I need that whirlwind right about now. Let's just get this stabilized while we can. It's obviously not great against this board, but it's just, you know, it's a rag. It's gonna start putting in work. Okay, that's probably the worst hit technically. We don't have a lot of raw life gain here, just shield blocks, right? Your first engagements against Freeze Mage and Miracle Rogue made you never want to play Classic again. Yeah. yeah. We do talk about like power creeping and all these crazy strong Hearthstone turns and experiences. And overall, I think that's still true, right? Like the average Hearthstone card and average Hearthstone deck is much stronger than it used to be. But there was still some crazy broken stuff in Classic all the way back then, right? Some crazy things that had to get pulled back. So it's kind of silly. They gonna trade? I think they're gonna trade. That's great. If I can use this to eat more minions, that's... Oh. One face, actually. I just dead? Wait. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. Excuse me? All right, Rag. I believe, buddy. I know you can win the brawl, Rag. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna die, though. Oh, shoot. If these both die, I die. I have to hero power first, and then Rag has to win the brawl. Oh, boy. Maybe I actually go ahead and toss in the ooze as well, just to increase my odds of winning ever so marginally, because I don't really need Rag to survive. I just need to win. And then I have to stay alive against Soulfire as well. It's not going to be easy. Oh, we lose. We die. Sad. He probably had a Soulfire anyway, but... Okay, that game was crazy. They just had, like, all the, all the Doom guards really couldn't make any plays. Kind of debated me. Okay, let's change our deck. I definitely forgot about Acolyte. Vital old control warrior piece. I don't think we need Doomsayer either. Yeah, that makes me feel 1,000 times better. That feels so much more true to what I remember.
In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty
There lived a
wet hole
hobbit.
filled with the ends of worms and an oozy
Still need to finish the
smell,
Hobbit
yet
movies,
a
but
dry,
man, they
bare,
just did
sandy
not
hole
seem...
with nothing in it to
The first
sit
one was not great.
down on or to eat. It was a hobbit hole, and that means comfort.
That means comfort. Hobbit's definitely a book I've read 5 times plus probably, but never finished the movies. Loved Lord of the Rings series so much, but the Hobbit movies, oof. I don't know. Okay. Against Freeze Mage, I probably just want to hit the button a lot here, right? I think we need to do almost nothing else. Just hit the button, maybe find some shield blocks. This may be an inevitability if they're really just a Freeze Mage. It could even be worth coining a button, but we won't. Oskiala, dude, thanks, man, for stopping by the stream for the first time ever. Oh, is this a normal freeze mage, guys? What? I can't hit the button if that's on board. Been a long time since I've seen an old school freeze mage. Is this part of it? I don't really remember this. Oh no, this is not a freeze mage. Okay. Something's going on here. This is not normal. This is a surprise. Do we execute that? Is it worth? Want to test counterspell, not a counterspell. I think I'm just gonna do this and okay. Do I want to whirlwind now? I was gonna whirlwind to set up the execute for next turn, but now I give them a card. Do I need a card if I'm willing to give them a card? Yeah, I like an extra card actually. I think my cards are bigger than their cards on average. And I don't have what I need in hand right now, which is probably more survivability and life gain. They ping anyway. Well, they spend their mana pinging the Acolyte. I think I'm actually really happy with that. So I don't know if that's a reason to whirlwind or not. Maybe I'm saving them the ability to not ping and then play a high tempo play, right? Oh, that's really low tempo anyway. Okay. This is all good news. Trading there, huh? And okay. That's fine too. I think I still execute, right? Fireworks. I just don't know. They may have bigger threats, I'm not sure. But I certainly have more removal. Did the prediction not get finished? I don't know. I didn't start it. Will Regis win? Is this new or old? I don't know when this prediction originated, so I can't properly satisfy it. No, Regis will not win. He got big smacked. Okay, somebody finished it.
Why are you live so late?
Why are you live so late? Hopefully I live forever. No, that would actually be horrifying. I'm live late because I had a thing today. I had to do a medical thing today. Had an appointment today, so I took up all my afternoon. But I'm here and I'm alive. And I'm happy to be on Classic. Cool. Regis from the past. Yeah, she read live. Funny. Oh, the other two Hobbit movies are not so much. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I heard. I don't know why I was thinking about those the other day. It's come up multiple times this week. Hobbit, for some reason. I used to read The Hobbit like once every year or two, but it's been a while since I read it. Such a quick read. You can knock it out one sitting real easy. Okay. I don't remember an aggro-y, secret-y mage like this as such. Do you guys remember a deck like this?
Lol, sorry
Doesn't seem
about
that familiar to me. No, Corey, don't worry. It's funny. It's a bit lady's funny. It's amusing. Don't worry. Kind of want to just draw off this. I don't really have a great set of follow-ups though. Execute would be kind of cool, but I feel like I'm just gonna leave these up. Execute would be kind of cool. Nailed it. It took a little longer than expected, but nailed it. 3-2 knife jugglers. OP. Novice. Yeah, this is more like of an aggro mage than like a freeze burn mage. It feels like it's cool. Not something I remember existing really, but I like it. Another nice trade for me. Okay. Kind of a weird. Got to be a little bit careful here with Mirror Entity, right? I don't really need to play a minion, so let's just chill until maybe we have a little bit better reactivity, right? Alright. We're still at a pretty health total. Nice, pretty solid health total. I'm feeling pretty good. Mirror entity? Not a mirror entity. Okay. I mean, do I need to armor up every turn is my question right now, right? Or am I okay just developing counter tempo? I think I actually need to armor up every turn. I think they're running at least a Frostbolt we saw. Probably a couple Fireballs in there. Maybe an Alexstrasza. Which I don't actually have an easy answer to Alex at the moment. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Where's my MCT, by the way? Oh, that seems like a pretty good draw. Did we test a counterspell yet, though? We haven't tested counterspell yet, have we?
When is the expansion coming out?
Dead. I'm so dead, dude. I gotta win this. Well, no, I shouldn't have attacked first. No, I want to make sure Antonidas doesn't win. So if a mirror image wins, that's totally fine. So attacking actually reduces the odds I win the brawl. It increases the odds my minion wins the brawl, but this is a victory. So I get 3. Is there a Frostbolt here to finish? No, just a ping. Okay. Do I still have enough? Is this still satisfactory? I don't know. Is 5 enough health? Is there another fireball ready to go? I think there's still a fireball, natural one, right? Yeah. Oh, not a fireball. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Why is Pyroblast hit mana? Because it got nerfed pre-release in the alpha. This is based on like the first major release patch. A lot of people are confusing stuff from like alpha or beta with release Hearthstone. So like I don't know. What's another example? That doesn't exist right now. That used to. I'm trying to think. That wasn't really a freeze mage. It was more of an aggro mage. It was a cool list. Running a lot of early tempo minions. Secrets. Not even ice blocks. What a jerk. When is Mercenaries come out? Yeah, we don't know. Let's do it. I don't know. Counter tempo and silence. Seems like aggro is dominating so far. Everything we've played against is really fast. I don't know if is that been a trend all day, guys? Are people just playing super fast cards only? Or are people playing control decks too? Which is it? Mercenaries is on the phase 1 map. Well, we already missed. Oh, well, it used to be on the phase 3 map. Or what? I'm confused. We were expecting it to come out before this expansion, but now it's moved to before the next expansion is when it's expected. They kind of did a little juke. And now say Classic was the game mode, even though they previously said Classic wasn't the game mode. They've juked us a little. Did you see Wailing Caverns mini set? Yeah, I saw that. I think that would be a sick mini set, so I hope that's true. Hey, nice badly spawn boy. Thanks, man. So many first-time viewers tonight. What's the deal? Are people just back for Classic? I have a lot of viewers right now, too. What the heck?
Classic?
I didn't even... Uh-oh. Got a loop. I have a lot of viewers right now, too.
God.
What the heck?
Classic?
I didn't even...
Oh, God.
Uh-oh. Oh, God, stop the loop. So dead. Everybody's so fast. I could have traded there, but known I was gonna get a whirlwind. Sucks. Ugh, brutal. Brutal. Yeah, actually really high viewership tonight. Yeah, actually really not again. I got another loop. 730 viewers. Is that across Hearthstone right now? Is Hearthstone really popular at the moment? Or is that just I'm having a fluke night? Yeah, I'm just having a fluke night. I don't know. It's a lot of views for some reason. You guys want to see old school Hearthstone. That's why. Wow, that's a bad turn at least. I still don't really have a good answer to it. It's the problem. I'm still gonna die. I feel like I have to armor every turn. Sylvanas is just never gonna actually die or do anything. Ugh, this deck feels clunky so far.
Ginger that you have so many viewers.
That explains it, yeah. That explains it. Corey Hodge, thanks to 200 bits. Where's B for the 100 bits? Definitely a first time viewer there. Oh, I love the trades. That's good news. We could force the trades. Nice.
On leaderboard for gift subs.
Oh, what? Why didn't they play that last turn? That wasn't the top deck, right? It looked like it was right there. Oh my god. Oh, perfect draw. Punish. Let's go. Okay, I'm still dying, but that was at least a good feeling right there. Yeah, I think they've done 300 at this point, so probably so. I'd have to double check. Maybe they've only done 200? At least 200. But I think there was actually a third time they did it too. Oh! So this clears, but it also damages my face.
I'm most excited to try out Control Warrior, Ramp Druid, and Og Handlock since I have cards for them now compared to
I just keep getting bled out by everybody, guys. I don't know. Do I have any insights about mercenaries? No, only what we've deduced from what they've said publicly. I don't know anything private. They haven't showed me any gameplay or anything. There have been stuff we've play tested in the past, like, oh my god. Ah! Like, we play tested Battlegrounds a couple times, or at least I did before it came out. But I haven't seen mercenaries at all. If they plan to have us test it, maybe that's still in the future. I don't know. Skippy, by the way, thanks 100 bits. Yeah, I'm the same way, dude. I have way more cards now than I used to have, so it's kind of more fun. Where's Beef? Thanks, dude, for the 100 bits again. Always Huffer, yeah.
Welcome, boys.
Baron deals 0 damage to you because you take 2 from Morgan regardless.
Excited for class.
But he doesn't die. So he deals 2 to me every single turn. I can't kill him. I mean, I guess I could technically kill him with a brawl or something, but it's not just the one turn that he deals damage to you, right? You gotta think more than one turn ahead, sadly. All right, maybe we'll actually be able to beat Handlock. Maybe it's a Handlock, not a Zoo, and maybe we can beat it. I'm gonna keep this for Handlock. I'm expecting a Mountain Giant. ASMR Regis. No, but really, that's why I don't want to commit to the Baron Geddon, right? It's kind of locked on board, and you get stuck taking damage over and over again. I mean, theoretically, if you think you could hit them hard enough before it kills you, it's a possibility, but I wouldn't want to risk it. Okay. This does feel like Handlock. Maybe we got a shot to win an actual Hearthstone game. So far, we're not winning Hearthstone games, so it would be a welcome change. That's for sure. Please. Let me win a Hearthstone game, please. Play that Mountain Giant. Oh, called it. Called it. Oh my god. Okay. God, that feels good, doesn't it? Man, that is a flashback right there. That was nostalgic for sure. Oh, that felt nice. Who cares? I don't even care about that. Well, Maybe I do care about that. Do I kill that or just hit face? No, this is more of a value matchup, right? I care about the 4-2 on board. I think it actually matters. I don't know. This may be dumb. I can't remember, like, you know, whether this is something I need tempo to win or if we just win in fatigue, if we can out-resource, you know. These are questions that you used to know back in the day and mattered because resources in Hearthstone mattered. You had a finite amount of stuff and you knew how your stuff played into your opponent's stuff. And you could kind of say, like, look, I can win this game if I play it this exact way. A lot harder to do that nowadays because they just generate
Hey, how's
7
it been
things that
going
generate
today?
3 things that
What have
generate
I
5
missed?
things.
Just
And
got
it's like
here.
more of a tempo win usually. You got to kind of just stick the board and hit them. Uh-oh. I would be really happy to draw a shield slam here, but if not, we can trade and execute. Okay. That's fine. I don't want to take 8 because I want to maintain the armor total here in case I hit a shield slam, right? I want to have answers to stuff. So we get through both mountain giants. I think they're probably running molten giants. It seems right. Maybe Jiraxis. Ancient one. Oh, Twilight Drake, sure. It's a good owl hit probably here. Whirlwind feels a little worse. Kills the owl and hurts the Drake quite a bit. Let's just hit. I'm only going to be armoring up here, though, sadly. Not exactly the strongest turn. Okay. Man, we've had good answers to this so far. This felt nice. Cameron with the 2 months, dude. Going pretty good today. Been crazy busy lately. I've had too much stuff line up all at once. I've had a bunch of sponsored stuff and medical stuff and expansion release stuff and just like a million things hit in this like 2-week period. I'm kind of over. I just want to like go watch some Curb Your Enthusiasm and shut my brain down and not think about anything for a while. That's my goal here soon. Hoping I can get to that state. Hey, Objective, thanks to 18 months, man. That's really nice. I don't want to waste this Whirlwind, do I? It's like kind of cool, but it damages my Drake so much. That doesn't feel right. Execute, I think we definitely want to save. Yeah, I don't want to get too fancy or too greedy on this stuff. Let's just chill. Okay. Alex, I don't know how I'm going to use Alex. It doesn't seem very good. I'm looking for Sylvanas. I'm looking for Ragnaros would be pretty nice, I think. Ugh, I want to save this for this with this. But that means, am I just Alexing their face and playing an 8/8? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Whatever. Heal 1. I don't care. I don't care. There's the BGH. Is this the right Black Knight target, by the way? Like the 5/6. It's not a bad shield slam either, but like what else is gonna get, like, is there a Molten Giant that's gonna get Black Knighted later? Because we have Defender of Argus and Sun Furies still. This could be a decent brawl and see what's left behind. But it's not great. This feels like a bad set of stuff all around. No good place. Do I remove this? Whatever wins. No, I can leave it 2/3 for sure. Just chill. So I have Grom execute.
By the
Whirlwind
way,
is like
RegisKillbin play
10 damage.
Hearthstone gifted me a sub to your basement dwelling.
Pretty crazy.
Roommate thought you would like to know in case
Alex.
you need to raise the rent.
Do I hit for 10, guys? Oh, that's just lethal. This is lethal. Unbelievable. He kept saying that's a mistake. I'm gonna beam him because he didn't heal himself. He kept beaming emotes. I love it. What a top deck. Wow, wow, wow. Where's Beef Dude? Thanks for the 100 bits. Yeah. Oh yeah. If Hearthstone's giving subs to Dexter, I gotta get the rent back up. Yeah. Let's add another 200. I don't even go up in increments of 100. I go up in increments of 200. You know. Coin that late in the game. That was a crazy draw. What is Paladin playing? What is Paladin playing? Might actually be good for like a true silver. I don't remember what Paladin plays. Mid-range Paladin. What cards did that move? This buffs and true silvers and Sylvanas or something? I just can't remember. Yeah, I think anybody using non-classic portraits should be instantly and permanently banned forever. Just forever gone. Get out of here. Anything that challenges my memory, get it out. I don't want any part of it. Okay, Harvest Golem is interesting. Coin Harvest Golem. What year is it indeed? Man, that's a wild play, right? Coin Harvest Golem. Oh, jeez. Here's the true silver into the Harrison. Maybe Blessing instead. Blessing of Kings would actually be pretty annoying right now. I don't have a good play into that. I could force an execute, I guess, but true silver it is. I knew it. Oh, Gnomish Inventor. Wow. I think we're happy to just Azure Drake this. Let him get more minions and then mind control. Karen's a good 6-drop. Okay.
Evening Regis in chat.
Hey, Synth dude, thanks for 31 months,
Just
man.
now
Crazy.
won a game as Zoo while staying at 2 health for 3 last turns.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, I think resources in general are a thing again, it seems, huh? Resources, you just have so much more, Guess I regret killing that earlier, huh? So much more information about your opponent's resources and their limitations and stuff. It's cool, right? That's one of the great things. And I have to say, I think that's a trend that's moving in Barons, thankfully. We got so few random generation cards in Barons compared to, like, you know, Rise of Shadows, which was like lackeys kicking off. It was like a million of those. So that's pretty cool. Big shift there. Back maybe towards this era of Hearthstone, which seems welcome to a lot of people. I don't want to go too far. I think actually randomness is more fun for people than they often even probably process or think about, but it's like a good answer to some dudes. All right, I feel like we're ahead at the moment, but one Tyrion could change that. I can silence it, but I would love to steal a Tyrion if I had a Sylvanas.
I am in love, I am.
That would be the dream.
A believer, I couldn't leave Regis if I tried.
Then I saw Regis's face. Now I'm a believer. There you go. Thanks to the 35 months and Synth with 31 months. That's crazy too. And Dude Emmett with 3 months. I don't even know if I said that one, dude. Thank you, Dude Emmett, as well. Look at this. Sinjin Shieldmaster in his original habitat here. Thriving. Think about this. We have this card now with Lifesteal that can't even see play. We have that new Druid Beast that gives Death Rattle gain 5 armor. It's the same cost and stats. I don't even know if that'll see play. It's pretty crazy to think about. So Whirlwind here looks pretty good. A Brawl here actually looks pretty good too. This might be one of the better Brawl opportunities I get because there's so many bad minions on board. I have a decent minion as well. If this wins the Brawl or this wins the Brawl, I don't have an easy answer to it, but it's not the end of the world. I kind of like Whirlwind Grom as well here, though. I could just clear the board. I think I do that, right?
Too hard running to Argus. Surprising how good the dude was back in the day.
Yeah. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Pretty nasty board state. Force a reaction here. Yeah, Argus as like a Fungalmancer, right? Like where you do the taunts, like, yeah, it's nice, but you care more about the stats. The busted Fungalmancer Argus of old, yeah. Okay, let's snipe there. Bum-ba-da. Seen so many jugglers today. This feels like a good Baron Geddon, man. Actually, a sick Baron Geddon. Yeah. Oh, I didn't have a lethal with Gorehowl, did I? No. Okay. We're getting close, though. Getting real close. All right. Good stabilization this time around so far. Equality Consecration. 2 mana equality.
How do you think I survived?
True
2
Silver
hits
pushing
of
it back.
Night Reaper while being at 2 health. Argus for the win. Also Shield Bearer.
Naked Sylvanas. Plus an ooze? Yeah, let's do it. They just use removal. Let's go. Sets up a lethal again with Gorehowl. Looking good. Argus. Oh, you're actually running Shield Bearer in your zoo. Nice. The OG Reynad Shield Bearer zoo list. That's so crazy. I love it. I did not. I shouldn't have said Naked Sylvanas. You guys are losing it. Oh, what have I opened up here? Whirlwind Trade is not a lethal, but it's pretty good. Well, no, it's not that good. This dies, so never mind. Can't execute my own Sylvanas. Oh, I just have an owl, yeah. That's pretty easy too. Boring. Really wanted to use Sylvanas. I'm pretty sad. Owl is just too efficient at 2 mana. I love it. 3 mana owl would have still been lethal, I guess, though. How come none of us got star bonuses? They didn't like guess our MMR based on our other ranked MMRs? That's sad.
Welcome.
It's gonna take forever to rank up in Classic.
By the hearth, won't ya?
Keep up the good work, brother.
Hey, old man Bryn, thanks for the 6 months, dude. And J-Mac in the house. Man, looking crazy with that legend badge. Looking crazy good. Good to see you, J-Mac. Okay.
Your soul shall be mine.
Victory or death. Let's try this handlock again. Might be Zoo this time. Oh, terrible hand. Oh, we're so dead. Terrible, terrible hand. That was classic Paladin gameplay. Do nothing all game and then die. Oh, shoot. That's pretty funny. OG Paladin gameplay. Come on, Paladin's been so good lately. We can't trash Paladin too much. I mean, OG Paladin, sure, you know, do whatever, but lately Paladin's been nuts. And by the way, we have 900 viewers here for Classic. That's crazy. You guys are hyped for OG Hearthstone, huh? You're hyped. What's the next gym color? Oh, dude, I don't even know. I think it's like red or something. I ran out of colors. This does not feel like a good execute, but I think you have to, right? Do you ever play this for tempo anymore? I don't know. We have to whirlwind it to feel good about it? Can't remember. We'll find out again. Yeah, OG legend climbs were not fun. It's so fast nowadays to hit legend. Because even Diamond 5 is like, even if you only have a 10-star bonus to Diamond 5, it's only like 15 stars now to legend when it used to be 25 stars to legend. So it just feels 1,000 times better. Could probably tempo this. There is like the Jiraxis weapon later. I wouldn't want to Harrison that, so maybe we hold. I don't really know. It's a good Sylvanas card here, maybe. Shield Slam our own Sylvanas. Feel like I should maybe be running 2 BGHs. We've had the one on demand, luckily, but I think I only have the one. I don't know the meta. Obviously, it's my first hour in Classic, but seems like we ran into a few handlocks already, so. Shadow Bolt into Ancient Watcher. Okay. Pretty clunky hand right now. I'll tempo one of these. Nothing else set up for a brawl or something. Just do something until Rag gets here. Yeah, I don't know how Classic is gonna age, guys. I don't personally see a lot of longevity for Classic. Certainly not from a content standpoint. Like, there's only so many decks and interesting games that can unfold in Classic these days. You got to do something really crazy to get a lot of people's attention for long. New cards are much easier for that regard. But I don't know. I want it to succeed. I hope it succeeds. I'm definitely rooting for it. All right, whatever. Let's go. Pretty good Rag, actually. Isolated down to either a good minion hit potentially or face is fine too.
So many years ago.
Face is probably less useful, so I'm glad we cleared the minion out.
Have pushed me away. I would love return to this style of gameplay in the future.
J-Mac, dude, 35 months. That's crazy. Thanks. Like I said before, I think there's a chance that happens. Oh, Faceless is so good. Hit the minion, please. Oh, I needed that armor for the shield slam. Oh, that's even more. Oh. Do I just Grom Whirlwind this? Oh. Feels so bad to use my Grom that way instead of as a win condition. I draw 2 cards. I could try to hit like an execute instead, or maybe even just leave up the Ragnaros. Okay, I'm gonna greed this. I'm gonna greed this so hard. I'm gonna be so greedy. Shield block. This is too much mana. I can't shield slam, shield block, and fire war axe. Six. It's still not enough there either. Execute, please. Warhowl, execute, please. Oh god. Oh god. Well, I drew a lot of cards at least. That's nice. No execute. If I don't hit the execute, I probably shouldn't use the block, but I don't think I'm going to commit double shield slam, by the way. Oh, wow. Did they literally just not do anything? Well, that's a shocker, but I like it. I like it. Okay. They just passed? That's crazy. Crazy. Gonna try to use Gorehel for burst damage. Gorehel's, I don't think, better to hit the rag if that's what you're asking, because I may never get armor back again easily if I lose it all to trading. I have a shield block, but I need 2 shield slams worth, right? Okay. How much damage are we putting together? Do I still have a whirlwind left? I can always shield slam a Grom if it doesn't die later, but that's hard to do. I'm gonna use shield slam right now, probably, so. Okay. Oh, yeah, I probably should have tempoed the Harrison. I was thinking I want weapon removal for Jiraxis, but I'm not going to use Harrison that way. Yeah, I probably should tempo the Harrison, yeah. I like that better.
Shields up.
Yeah, that's easy. In fact, we'll probably tempo Harrison right now. Okay. This is still good for Jiraxis. That's fine. You save Harry for Jiraxis? I don't think so. I don't want to draw 8 cards. I'll die in fatigue and burn most of my cards, right? Or 7, I guess, usually. But it's already pretty close in fatigue. I don't want to fall behind in that race. I'm going to draw more here, too. I mean, it's a Warlock, so that hopefully they draw more, too. If not, I might just chill. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I want to draw if I don't have to. Tempo Geddon, let's go. I think I have a Whirlwind left, right? I need a way to activate Grom, potentially. Hope so. Maybe they don't have Jiraxis, and that's why they're chilling on tabs. Because if you have Jiraxis and you're playing to win that way, I think you... Okay, I gotta make plays. I can't just not do anything. All right. We are definitely not winning the fatigue thing here. Feel like I'm way too far behind fatigue, and now I don't have enough damage dealt, and I don't have enough pressure. Just feel like I'm losing across the board here. Ba-da-ba-ba. When am I going to open my packs? We'll open packs tomorrow when we can. Did Handlock run Molten Giants? I saw one Molten Giant earlier today when I was playing. Just played one game earlier today as Combo Druid. I saw one Molten Giant, so I don't know. I don't know how common it is.
I wonder.
This is 8 damage. Gorehal would be another 7. Still not enough. Maybe I top deck Alexstrasza here and hit them really low. Maybe they can't answer this easily. They're gonna Alex me. Okay.
Welcome, boys. Make some room by the hearth, won't you?
Can kind of just ignore that, right?
Welcome, boys. Make some room by the hearth, won't you?
D.
I think. Hey, Mind's Eye and Greedon. Wow, 9 months and 18 months. We just ignore this? I don't have an easy way to kill my own Sylvanas anymore. I can like brawl, but don't want to do that when I'm ahead. I guess they could have. They did have a faceless, so you're right. They may actually have Leroy double overwhelming. Or Leroy power overwhelming is 10, 18. We'd still be fine there usually. Let's think. I could execute that if I want. Just like trade one of these into execute. Just to be safe. I don't really love it though. I still feel like I'm not developing enough counter pressure here. Given that I'm losing the fatigue race. I have a lot of value, but I'm going to die to fatigue. Okay. I don't know how to use the Sylvanas either. It's really... I don't know. It's got to be like on board and then I brawl. I don't have a shield slam left. I can't execute it. I don't have broom. I need animated broomstick. Owl? Okay, that's fine. I really want Alex off the top here, so I can hit face for a bunch. It's like double Hellfire or something you could expect to see to clear this stuff, but it doesn't seem that good. Power Overwhelming Shadow Flame right here is what we're going to see. Oh, just Shadow Flame Hellfire? Okay. That's still fine. Tempo Ysera! What's the best? Oh, that's pretty good. That damage is Grom too. This is now 15 burst damage. Oh, let's go, baby. That's good. Oh, and it can kill Sylvanas too if I want. Okay. This is this is probably the best card we could have got. Really cool. Okay. Hoagie with 2 months and Raktoner with 100 bits. Yeah, as Artosis knows very well, you cannot execute your own Sylvanas. Molten Giant for 10 mana. Is that game? Oh, I think I'm one off lethal. 5, 9, and 10 is 19. No! Am I really one off lethal? No, is that right? 10, 15, 19. No! Oh, he didn't even tap into the cheaper Molten Giant because he's that worried about fatigue. Do I like steal this with Sylvanas? It seems so bad. We're out face already. I think what I'm actually gonna do is just Grom Ysera and trade. So I can clear the minion. I can still hit for 15, put them to 5. That still sets me up for like lethals and stuff. Ysera still survives, which is cool. It's like kind of scary because I don't have. Oh, this. Wait, I thought. Wait, why did Ysera just take damage? Okay, that's not working right. She's not supposed to take damage. Well, I guess I'm not going to trade. I guess I'm going to go face. Okay. That's broken. All right. Well, that's a bug. I think I actually heard about that on Twitter earlier. I hadn't processed it as a thing I needed to worry about right now. If that costs me the game, I'm going to be annoyed. I don't want to take that terrible trade, though. She's supposed to be a 4/12, and then I have a 4/4 and a 10/4 on board. I could be dead here now. New old Ysera, yeah. Scary stuff. That's come on. No. Not like this. Oh, whoa. Just Ysera. No taunt or anything here? That's fine by me. Gorehow to seal the deal. Seemed like we were gonna be fine either way, but okay. What kills you here? I don't know. I don't actually know. I didn't count, but I think maybe Leroy, power overwhelming, faceless, but maybe not. I think that was no. That would have been 20 plus 8. Yeah, that would have been enough. But they used a faceless. I don't think they're probably running 2 facelesses. I think they, if I'm remembering right, I think that was the game they used a faceless earlier. We've played a few handlocks in a row, so they're kind of blending together. But I think they had maybe a faceless Leroy kind of thingy going on, which I guess is what 20.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
None can outlast me.
28, I think I said.
Victory or death.
Okay, against Warrior Harrison seems good. Shield block's always good. All right. Why risk it though and not take the trade? Because I wanted another Ysera card in case it mattered. We didn't have guaranteed lethal because they have Sun Furious and Defender of Arguses and all these other things. So having another Ysera card in hand like Dream could go a long, long way towards securing a lethal next turn. So sacrificing Ysera when I don't have to sucks. Also, it was just bugged, so reacting quickly in the moment. Okay. Did I play during Classic? I did, but I didn't really play good decks. I started during season 2, which was like a couple months before Naxxramas. I think I started in May and Naxxramas came out like July. But I just had like crappy decks, you know. I was playing on like budget, whatever random budget hunter thing or something, right? I didn't, or budget mage or something. I wasn't playing like wallet warrior or whatever other awesome thing yet. Ouch. I thought this was going to be an armor up match. I wish I'd shield blocked on 3 in hindsight, but thought we were just hitting the button over and over again. But he's going hard. He's not hitting the button. Screw this guy. I'm going to be... Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. If he leaves this up...
So weird getting those strength.
I could ask her
ratings
Jake
in
World to clear
standard.
these. I think he could leave it up too. I think he might go face. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh my god. He is gonna leave it up. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna make that play. It's a weird play, but I like it. I like it. All right, can I heal out of this? We got Alex, we got shield block. We'll see. Oh yeah, the strength totems. Yeah, they are indeed still visually very shocking. Like, what is this? What is this nonsense? It's actually kind of annoying to kill, isn't it? So this I can push to 5. Ugh, yeah, this is annoying. I can always like fire War Axe, execute or something, but that doesn't feel very good. Shield Slam would be nice. Man, yeah, I really don't like this at all. I wish I could BGH it, but I don't have a way to do that easily. Man, is this really the play? Crap. Hate this. Really hate that. Okay. Kind of out of life gain minus Alex, I think, too. I feel like I'm in big trouble here, team. I feel like I'm dead. Oh my god. Well. Okay. That's just went straight face. God dang it, dude. Does he have 2 of those? It's like the non-lethal gore out face, you know, is a sign. Oh boy. This would be great if I can get it off next turn safely. This is like one of the better things to play to safely enable this, I think, but oh, we'll see. You like this guy? Yeah, he is a smorker for sure. Oh, come on! Okay, this is still good though, because I can steal this and self Alex. That's actually fine. It's a pretty good deal, honestly. We're actually in a really good spot. I mean, it would have been great if that just hit the well, I don't know, actually. Maybe it was, I mean, this would be higher health total, which would be nice, but I don't know. This is fine. I can't complain. This is totally fine. Do we have any lethal setups? We're at 11. He's at 14. Certainly some draws here that could do a lethal, but wow. That is one of those said draws. Cool. What a game, dude. Crazy. That felt like such an OG Hearthstone game, by the way. Sylvanas, Ragnaros, Grom, Alexstrasza, Gorehowl, Korkrons. That was crazy. The cojones on that man. Yeah, just hard face every time. Gabriel's. Yeah, man, they just automatically get added. I don't need to see them anymore.
Garrosh versus Anduin.
Oh, shut up, Anduin. Get out of here. It's not even your real portrait, man. Get out of here, Anduin. You look stupid. I have that portrait. I bought Sylvanas today with gold. It felt great because I have so much spare gold from the battle pass now, or the tavern pass, or whatever. I have an insane amount of spare gold. It was so nice to actually get to buy something other than packs and feel good about it. I missed the Sylvanas portrait last time. I wasn't buying portraits back then. Now I buy them all because I'm a fool. That felt really good, though. How do you buy cards with golds? I didn't say about a card with gold. You can't buy cards with gold. I mean, well, you always buy cards with gold, not specific cards. But I bought Sylvanas' portrait.
Welcome, boys. Make some room by the hearth.
Sorry. Oh, did I just say I bought Sylvanas? Sorry, that's confusing. Of course, I have the card Sylvanas. I meant the portrait. My apologies for the confusion. Seems like outvaluing Priest is going to be tough. Priest would be a fun class playing Classic, by the way. It wasn't really that good back then. Amaz made it work sometimes, but otherwise tough. I think she was 1,500 gold, if I remember right. It's not like every portrait that you can buy, folks. Just some of them. In this case, exactly Sylvanas. Right now. Is there a way you can see what the cheer badges are? I don't think they're handy, but they're basically the old ranked badges in increments of like 5 ranks. So it would be like, oh, I'm surprised he taunted the Pyromancer there. That seems a little surprising. Do I take this value trade? Could weapon it, but I can also just save a weapon and get some value out of this. Yeah. Okay. Let's just chill. So it's like legend is like 100,000 bits, I think, and then like rank 5 was like, I don't know what the next increment is, and then it goes like rank 10, rank 15, rank 20, rank 25, that sort of thing. Yeah, Sylvanas with gold. Yeah, nice. I'm glad I'm not the only one who appreciated that. I thought it was a really cool thing. Is this a Black Knight target? I mean, it's Priest. I'm not expecting a ton more stuff to Black Knight. Clearly they have like Sun Furies, so we might be able to get more out of it, but let's just make sure we keep up on tempo here and Black Knight what we can. We have 1,000 viewers watching 2014 Hearthstone. Like what? That's crazy. I don't normally ever get 1,000 viewers, and yet, oh wow, okay. Didn't expect that, but thankfully I did. I was thinking about tempoing this out, right? Because it's like, well, what are we gonna use this for? Now we know. Use it against our own cards. This maybe a game where I don't want to draw cards. I think this could definitely be something that stretches down to fatigue, and I can use fatigue as a way to win in combination with my health total maybe stacking up a little bit, but I can't keep taking all this free chip damage or that plan's not going to work. Whirlwind to execute on these. I mean, God, they feel like such garbage, but what? I'm just gonna. I just really don't want to have to whirlwind to execute the. I think I'm just gonna attack and Baron Geddon. I think that's fine. Maybe I'll execute one next turn or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll just hit it. He can just like trade ping if he wants, and vice versa order, of course. But you get it. I hate how much chip damage I'm taking now. It's gonna be problematic maybe. I don't like that. Hearthstone's catching its second win these days. I want to believe that too. Obviously, like, you know, just it benefits me a lot for that to be true. I'm not totally convinced though. Just yet. I think it kind of is, but kind of isn't as well. What do you guys think, guys? Do I have to draw cards to win this? What kind of removal does Priest have in Classic? They don't really have any big AoE removal, right? They have Holy Novas and stuff, but nothing like... Nothing good at... Trying to think. Organized Circle, yeah. Mind Control, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna Alex face and go. I'm still gonna clear the minion, but to limit the removal, but... How do you guys just think order? What did he do? Oh, Twilight Drake after the Shadowrun Death. Yeah, I see. Missed a health on this. Classic misplace. Yeah, I'll certainly make a few of those myself. This is a lethal setup, frankly, if he doesn't heal. Oh, just MCT. Okay. Or not MCT, I mean, just MC. All right, let's just clean these up. I'm taking too much damage, I think, to Gorehowl this, right? So let's just play these straight. Execute away. Could maybe leave that up. I don't actually have to armor up. I'm just going to play the Cairn. We just saw Mind Control. Do they run double Mind Control in this deck? I hope not. That was going to be annoying if so. Probably better here than on a Sylvanas, but still. Very annoying. I don't know about holding these guys. This may not pay off if I run out of resources. I, in theory, like it, right? In case the game goes to fatigue, but I also want resources. It's 11 damage. Pretty close to lethal, actually. Tempo Sylvanas or just chill? I think just chill. Might need to like shield slam this or something to guarantee that it goes off. This is 11. This is scary. Power Word Shield.
Let me change your mind.
Cabal, okay. Grom. Well, let's use this to clear once at least here, the attacking minion, and then we're really close to lethal again. Even if Grom isn't active and these live, we have 14. We don't even have to proc the Grom or anything.
Yeah, without
If this lives and the
Shadowwalk,
weapon lives,
Galagram,
right? That's
Shaman,
14, so
ISNT
might
is
just be
good.
enough. Okay. Wait, did they have Shutterwalk when Galakrond Shaman first came out? Is that right? Man, that's crazy to think about. I guess I do remember it resummoning a bunch of 8/8s, yeah.
Let me change.
Oh, wow, okay. Just lethal. Easy. Dude, oh, well, super lethal. Cool. Let's let Cairn get the killing blow. He put in a lot of work. All right. Classic Control Warrior. Actually, we're climbing. Yeah, we're winning games. This is nice. Got off to a pretty slow, bumpy start, I'd say, but it's feeling pretty good. Grom has definitely felt amazing. Played Jade Druid, was that 2015? I believe that would have been 20... Let's see. 2014 was GVG in the fall. Then we had Grand Tournament in the fall. No, actually League of Explorers in the fall of 2015. Probably 2016 was Jade Druid, or maybe 2017, actually? Probably 2017, maybe. Maybe 2016. One of the two. I don't know. Shaman, huh? What's Shaman doing? Huh. Seems good. Did you see the Frostwolf Thrall skin? Yeah, I actually, since I was doing the pre-release thing, I had this patch like a couple weeks ago. I peeked ahead quite a bit on all this stuff. I forgot that some of it was like new. I almost accidentally leaked the official Nitro Boost poison thing. because I had seen it a while ago pop up in game, you know, because I logged into like the client for the pre-release, or not the pre-release, but the card reveal stream or whatever. My mind had processed that as being official news, like seeing it in game, but it was the wrong client. But yes, I peeked through all the hero skins. They looked pretty sick. Indeed, they looked pretty cool. Weird shield slam, but I like it. I think it's right. What was the most powerful classic deck? You know, we didn't have a ton of data back then. I'm gonna guess probably some Miracle Rogue variant of sorts. But we didn't really know back then what was best. We didn't have like HS replay and stuff. I mean, Blizzard probably knows. But I would guess Miracle Rogue or maybe Zoo, some refined Zoo. One of those if I had to make a gamble on it. Boy, crazy. Flame Tongue strong. Could have maybe held this for this, but everything's a 3 after this turn, so. Yeah, maybe Face Hunter. Zoo, I think, was probably still running a few too like suboptimal cards. They didn't get as much of their tools until later. Hunter got better with Undertaker later, but it was probably still pretty good. I don't know. I think we'll find out in the next week. I think we'll know what the best classic deck would have been had we had good data and were able to refine decks in a reasonable way. I think we'll see very soon. Do we hold on this brawl or just go? Scared of a Bloodlust kind of already. Baron Geddon next turn. I don't know. This is hopefully the Healing Totem wins, obviously. This is not a great brawl. Feel like I'm very far behind. But anyway, we'll get HS replay data soon and we'll start seeing what's at the top, and then people will probably tweak that. Because I think there's gonna be a pretty dedicated niche community here. So I think we'll know before long. Shield Slam. Execute on a Yeti? Is that right? Rather do it next turn, probably. This combination or whatever. Ooh, MCT might be really good. Okay. That's nice. I'm going to guess Miracle Rogue, though. I don't even think we really appreciated face damage as much as we should have in... Oh, wow. I need one more minion out there. Yeah. Let's just kind of take it slow here still. Things like Cold Blood and Eviscerate and all those, right, in Miracle Rogue is like just so strong, I bet. And Conceal was kind of crazy back then, so that's why I'm banking on Miracle Rogue being the best. No mass Neo attack. So a little known fact about Hearthstone. So on your own turn, your weapons are unsheathed. So anything that hits your face on your own turn takes damage. So like your misdirection example. And then on your opponent's turn, you'll note your weapons get sheathed. They close up. And then that's when, oh my God, okay. Please, God. Please. Please, God. The year is 2014. I'm living on a prayer to steal the Sylvanas. If I don't steal the Sylvanas and it's still there, I mean, ugh. I don't know. I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna get it, I believe. Oh God, the year is definitely still 2014. Oh my God.
Let the pain speak to me.
Yes, I know I damaged my mind control tech, but I changed my play based on what we got, right? I need to deal with this at some point. I don't want to execute it now. I think I can get it without. Oh no, maybe I can't get it. Oh, I may have just created more problems for myself. I need
Totally
Shield Slam.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Now Shield's not
If
even
it
good
was
enough.
a
Ooze is
present,
good
it
though.
would be Sylvanas. You know how
Ooze
it
is good.
works.
It's guaranteed to be totem, yeah. I know. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? God, this is like the worst hand for a Sylvanas. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna make a baller play. I'm gonna revert the wheels of fate are turning the opposite direction. They are absolutely not going to get a Grom Hellscream. Okay? They're not. They are absolutely not going to get the Grom Hellscream, okay? It's only fair. It's only just. Okay? It's only just. Oh my god. I'm officially God Hearthstone player. Okay. Only fair. They took my I got the totem, they get the ooze, okay? That's how the world works. I think I gotta armor up instead of play the Acolyte here, right? I think their damage is a real threat. We've already seen Doomhammer, we've seen Lightning Bolt. I got this thing stuck on board potentially, so gotta make sure I don't die. Making plays. It was a terrible play, probably, by the way, for the record, but I don't care. I liked it. Oh, that actually probably helps me. I was sick of taking damage off that anyway. That's good news for me, I bet. All right, we're still gonna take this a little slow, but I'm gonna dump that. Fine, and we're gonna start pushing damage now that I have Rag. Let's go. Big board and Rag and everything else. Let's swing this back. Okay. Draenor X. Glad I attacked. I have 11, 12. This could be the snipe lethal. Maybe hit here though. Oh. Okay. Maybe we trade a little more now. Ooh, nice roll. That's good news. Is this lethal? 15? Not quite, I guess. Do I ever lose if I just Rag and face hit? Like, do I trade here? I'm at 21. I don't lose, right? Against Shaman. I get. Oh, that's fine. That certainly means I don't lose. That was good. I mean, I guess there's like Leroy Wind Fury Rockbiter weapon or something maybe that could have thrown, but for the most part, I think I don't lose. Well, this is kind of awkward. Sort of clunky, isn't it? Seems wrong to go face already. Let's just take it slow. We're fine. Could go face for the baller win. Could just gore howl the 3/5 so it doesn't get in my way. Maybe that's really the play. That's probably the play. So it doesn't scale anymore. This is fine. This is taking it equally slow. Ooh, nice. Should have went face. Rag knew. Rag, is this Wallet Warrior? Yeah, I would call it that. Classic control warrior of some sort. A lot of legendaries in it. Ba-do-boo-boo. Man, we are on a streak. Let's go. I'm actually having a lot of fun playing this, by the way. It's you know, it's simple. I don't know if I want to play it forever, but I'm having fun. There's, you know, I don't know how much is being carried by nostalgia versus just purity of experience, like the gameplay experience being so pure. Maybe there's some crossover between those two things. I don't know. But it definitely feels good. There is indeed less BS. Yeah, I think that's a fair way to put it. You think Blizz nerfs cards by just adjusting mana more than they should? I think they used to. I think they've actually been a lot better about that lately. They've actually been tweaking stats a ton more, and they've also been doing like mixed balance changes. You know, first example that comes to mind is Dark Glare, where you nerf it, but you also make it cheaper or something, right? Where you kind of balance, you give it a little bit of downside and a little bit of upside to put it in a healthier spot overall. Which I definitely appreciate the nuance there. I much more happy to see cards survive when they get nerfed as opposed to just get murdered like, you know, War Song of old or whatever. That always sucked. Well, I don't hit fireworks. I guess I lose, right?
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Yikes. Woo! Shield Slam here's pretty good still, though. Honestly. Shockingly good Shield Slam, I'd say. Gotta worry about Buzzard, though. Man, never thought never thought I'd say that. Oh. I've only seen Huffers today so far. Literally only Huffers. I might have to tempo this ooze, but it's so bad against the 2-1. I don't see why. I'm just dead. This hand is terrible. Yeah, there are indeed some random generators in Classic. Ysera's a good example. Is that the only one? Is there more? I actually can't think of another example now that I say that. There's some other RNG cards in Classic, like MCT and stuff. If you go to Classic and hit random, I'm sure you'll discard stuff. Whoa, well, Huffer's random but not a generation card, I guess, was the specific question. Bane of Doom, sort of. Oh, there's Mechatorque is kind of like that, I guess. Huffer will win, we all know. We've all seen this before. we know this story very well. Oh yeah, ETC. Yeah, ETC adding a random horde card. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few. How am I liking Classic? Well, I was having a lot of fun until until this offer. To be honest, things kind of went south. It's just, this hand was just miserable, so no surprise here. Yeah, Mithrandir, that Mechatorque, that's the one I mentioned, yeah. Boop. Boop. Boom. Okay. Did you guys see that cool post on Twitter, by the way, from like the Play Hearthstone? Should pull that up real quick. That was really cool. Showing like old artwork and stuff and like sketches. These were sick. By the way, there's a lot of these in the Hearthstone art books as well, which I would encourage people to buy. Like this is what like a game board mock-up looked like or whatever. This is what hero portraits looked like in the past. Like your mana was beneath your hero and weapons on each side. And then I guess these were early card frames. Like here's health and I guess maybe attack or mana or something. These look awful, by the way. I mean, they don't look awful. They're good art, obviously, but I mean, I like what we ended up with better. I'm certain of that. This was an old game board mock-up. It had like little mechanical stuff coming out and hitting the board, little pickaxe. Crazy hero portraits and card trays. Decks down here for some reason. Maybe one's a graveyard. I don't know. Cool stuff, though, I thought. There's a ton of that stuff in the art books. When Did the last art book come out? I don't think I have the last one. They're cheap too, I feel like. I wish I had an Amazon affiliate link to drop you guys. Yeah, I don't have Year of the Raven. It's out. Is it out? It's 32 bucks. That one's not cheap.
Versus Gul'dan.
Came out in March. Oh, I need to get that one.
Shall be mine.
I have the other three. They're really actually not that cheap. Oh my god, there's a Year of the Dragon pre-order already up. Oh! It'll be released in October. Oh, that's exciting. Okay. Owl's pretty good. Actually, these are all pretty good against Handlock. But do I want to be this greedy on my keep? I don't know. Hearthstone Cookbook. I have the Hearthstone Cookbook. It wasn't as cool, I didn't think. Maybe it's just not something I'm really all that interested in, but I found it kind of boring. Personally. This does not appear to be a handlock, guys. I have bad news, everybody. I don't think this is a handlock. All right, let's hold that coin. We could actually owl, but I don't think it's time.
Put this apple on your head.
All these face hunters came out of nowhere, dude. I mean, face decks, not hunter, obviously, but I don't know if that shield sim's right, but we're gonna do it. I don't think they have a lot of big targets. Actually, they do have Doom Guards later, maybe that, but I don't know if I can afford to wait that long. Good old crazy cat. Ba-ba-da.
You call that?
Oh my god. What it really is 2014. I love it. Dark Iron Dwarf is back. After all this time. What do I care more about here? The tempo or the damage? Probably the tempo, right? Because I may brawl or something. Don't want to leave behind a 2-1. It's kind of the same in a way, right? Both might be 2 damage, but this might be repetitive damage. Okay, a tap does slow things down a little at least. Not much though. Feels too early to brawl. But also feels like I'm gonna die if I Azure Drake. Okay.
Standard Hearthstone makes me frustrated with the sheer amount of board clears.
It's true, yeah.
Classic.
I noticed that when we were playing
Hearthstone
Priest
is
earlier. They
making
didn't really
me
have any
appreciate
clears.
How many board clears control decks actually need to be able to keep up with mid-range tempo.
Apple on your head.
Yeah, it does feel like
Get in there and fight, man.
minions are... And I'd say the other side of that too is rush minions. Minions are so much stickier so far. Minions are mattering a lot more on board. Minion combat is relevant again. Always felt like... oh, man. Baron Geddon's almost the nuts. Not quite. I need a 2-1 to win this so bad. Even then, I don't think I'll stabilize in time. Okay. Pretty sure I'm dead to Doomguard here, but we'll try. Single Soulfire is not lethal. He top decked the Doomguard on the tap. Oh, he had power overwhelming too. Jeez. Almost. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Do I think Classic has any longevity? I think there will be a dedicated player base. Yeah, I think there will be people who are committed to it. I don't think it will be a huge player base. It may need future expansions to kind of be released for that to happen. Huh, they have... I didn't realize they had base decks here. This is cool. Recipes for Classic. That's nice. Huh. Well, this is close to what I wanted to build. I'm going to start with this and tweak it. I want to play a wild pyromancer.
Wow, it says 18 months.
Shenanigan-y
but I've been
priest.
watching longer. Thanks for getting me through the latter half of high school
With
and the start of
cleric
college.
healing, pyromancer stuff. Just draw a million cards, priest. I'm trying to remember how this deck really won games, though. I have so many memories of Amaz doing crazy stuff with this deck, but I don't remember how it actually won. Did it just win with control? Like just big stuff late in the game? I don't remember how to win games with this. Could Inner Fire be good? It was usually a meme back in Classic, but it got good later. I don't know. Maybe. Chomskycho with 18 months. Holy moly. Getting you through all of your schooling. That's crazy. Thought steals are definitely a lot of value. Seems like it's going to be hard to win. Oh yeah, I gotta change the portrait. I'll get banned. Yeah. Only classic portraits. Thought steals. Maybe a Ysera. If I go for Alex, I just don't know if I have enough. To do after that, you know? Can't remember how people used to win games. You know, like, you know, combo druid, I know how to win the game. I can figure it out, right? But
with
this is a little bit harder.
But being spoiled, IWASNT ready for how hard Miracle Rouge was to pilot. My classic
Miracle
game
Rouge.
sense is just not there, bro.
Yeah. Old school Miracle Rouge. That actually sounds pretty fun to play, by the way. I just don't remember how to win with Priest. It didn't win a lot back in the day, so that's part of the problem. How do we win with Priest? Oh my god, can we make a mill druid in Classic? We have Cold Light and Naturalize back. Is it possible to make a mill druid? I don't think there's enough survival, right? That sounds really fun though. It sounds really fun. God, part of me doesn't really want to play this. Part of me just wants to play Handlock. I sort of just want to play Handlock, guys. I'm just going to play Handlock. Priest, I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to it, but it seems kind of boring. Zeroshio!
43 so old.
43 years old.
By the way, Regis,
Definitely
in case
years.
you haven't heard yet and wanted a follow-up, the Goliath Gargoyles figure went up for pre-orders this
Oh my God.
afternoon with an
Were there
apparent
more?
release time frame of July. It will be a full line,
Were
so
there
I'm glad
more?
it's not a one-off.
Oh my god, I just saw... Oh, it's just the one. Oh, it's just Goliath. Okay. Wait, what did you say at the end of that? Oh, it will be a line. Oh, okay. Oh, god. Oh, $32.99 is not crazy for that big wingspan and stuff. Oh, man. I don't know, dude. I just haven't bought action figures in, like, forever. But god, do I love gargoyles. Look at that, guys. New gargoyles action figure line. Kicking off. Oh, I do love gargoyles. My, like, trifecta of nostalgic action figure lines are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Gargoyles, and Biker Mice from Mars. That I would love remakes of. And then Super 7's TMNT Ultimates looks awesome. How on earth do we play Handlock, guys? I can't even remember Handlock. Everything has been so long. Do we run Leroy overwhelming in our Handlock for like crazy burst damage, or do we just play old school Handlock with can't attack stuff? I don't know. What do you guys like better? If I have Jiraxis, I probably don't need it, but thoughts on the interface switching game modes between classic, standard, and wild? I thought it was fine. I understand adding an extra step, but I don't think it's something people are going to be switching often, right? I think it's something you switch very rarely. If you had to click the button every single time or something, that'd be annoying. But I think it's okay to add an extra step for cleanliness as long as it's a rare step. Does that make sense? Maybe I'll add a faceless. Who cares? It's fun. Definitely a Wink edition. I don't really probably need Jiraxis if I have faceless Leroy, but whatever. We don't have to be perfect. Am I forgetting anything?
Damn, music during Mulligan is different. It is.
Yeah, I heard that. It's crazy. New music. Oh, Farseers. Yeah, I do love Farseers. Yeah. Good old classic Farseers. I feel like I don't maybe need the Soulfires if I'm running all this other crazy burst, but wait, I don't have Soulfires. Oh, okay. Kind of want to run two Farseers. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Not like we're trying to fly to legend or something. Who cares? It's good enough. It's just for fun. Yeah, maybe cutting a Nether is a good idea. I would definitely rather have a Farseer than two Nethers. That's probably the cut. I actually like two Power Overwhelming because it's really good with Shadow Flame. But I don't think we need two Twistings. That does seem like overkill, yeah. I am your nightmare. It's 2014 and I am a Handlock. Oh man. Be a zoo, dude. But zoo we tempo, yeah, okay. But zoo we go for Watcher. If it wasn't zoo, I think I still probably tap technically. Might actually be nice against zoo as well to get it discounted quickly. Hey, whoa, it's almost time to restart your computer. Screw that. That's my stream computer. Don't restart that. Do we actually commit this, or do we just rely on the Hellfire? I don't know. It's pretty good on these particular minions, so I kind of like it, but these are questions we'll know the answer to if we keep playing this for a week.
It's time for a little blood.
It's just a tribute. That's still my favorite YouTube video intro I've ever had. The best deck in the world. Okay, this is a solid Hellfire, I think.
I got this.
Molten Giant getting cheap already. Let's go. I need to tap though, man. Out of stuff.
You shall not pass.
Shield Bearer, so ridiculous. I love it. All right. Do we tap to forego the Twilight Drake, or do we put the Twilight Drake in? I'm actually gonna put the Twilight Drake in. Yeah. We might have a Shadow Flame or something. We're having a minion early gives me more mana to play around with, and I can tap Shadow Flame, that sort of thing. On 6. Committing the minion and the Shadow Flame gets pretty expensive later, right? Oh, they're gonna trade. Okay. Guess I'm fine with that. Not a lot to do right now. Oh my god, not a lot to do right now. Ugh. Hit me down. Oh my god. Oh yes, hit me down. Yes. Hit me down, you fool. And use your burst damage. Yes. Yes, you fool. Oh yes. Yes. Oh, it's almost as if that were the exact right health total. It's beautiful. Okay. I can actually probably tap. These are gonna be 9, 7, 9. Yeah, I can tap. 100% I can tap, right? What's the risk? I'm gonna tap. I don't care what the risk is. Okay. 8 health is plenty when one Soulfire's already down, right? I mean, this is kind of a risk, I guess, technically hitting me in the face a lot, but it's so unlikely to hit me in the face often. Jiraxis can heal.
My shield for Argon.
Okay. They shouldn't be able to get through both of these by any means. Oh my god, stop hitting my face. Well, that's weird math. Okay. Do I have any lethals here? I have 8 and 9. Is 17, 19? Am I really that close to lethal? Holy crap. I'm so close. It's 17, 19 damage. I'm so close to lethal. I can't do it, I don't think. I actually maybe could put them where they can't tap and then set up for the Jiraxis lethal next turn. Is that really a play? They could have a Defender of Argus that screws me, though. I better not. I better not make that play, guys. I better not make that play. I better play this fairly safe, I guess. At least as safe as I reasonably can. I'm gonna play Jiraxis anyway, right? Well, actually, oh, okay. Sure. No, I found the lethal. 2 off lethals. Power overwhelmings are crazy good. How is this card so good? I can't believe it was only 1 mana and this good. It'd be cool if they added a mode where you can select a certain era of Hearthstone to play. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I mean, it's splitting the player base a ton. Some eras people would dodge like crazy. I would dodge Jade Druid era like crazy. I hated Jade Druid so much. Druid, okay. Force Roar Druid, I guess. Enjoying the good old days? Yeah. Yeah. I definitely had a... I mean, when I first started playing Hearthstone, it was unlike any... I've only had a few gaming experiences where I was that in love with a game, right? I like was telling people about it and was like just in love with it and adored it. World of Warcraft was that way. Hearthstone was that way. I don't know. There's only ones as adults I can remember really. I mean, well, WoW wasn't even really an adult, high school age, but... Where's my mountain giant? Favorite meta? Oh, I can never remember that stuff. I don't know. Who knows? I'm the worst at remembering those sorts of things. I actually liked Skullomance a lot, I feel like. Was there something terrible in Skullomance? Shadow Flame here is pretty good. Trade Shadow Flame. It's not bad. Probably have to, right? Could hit that one, but this is more important to kill, right? The 2-1's no big deal. Okay. If they reload, we have Hellfire. Unguro was good. I did like Unguro a lot. That's a good example. Love Dunguro. Ooh. It's like I kind of want to take damage, but I also just want to play it, you know, play it safe here. What's our magic number 14 for Force Roar? Or this is another 4, so 18. But I mean that's 9 mana, so we have a ways to go there. Force was 6 mana back then, right? Somebody tell me I'm not crazy. 6 mana, 6 and 3, 9 mana, 14 damage. It's been a while, guys. Okay, so that's 10, 13 damage. Kind of not looking great here, though. Can't innervate. Yeah, true. Really wish I had a better play than this. I'm probably just gonna die. Probably just dead. Roar here is a lot of damage. 13, 14 with hero power. Just BGH, really. Okay. This might allow me to Hellfire Molten Giant Defender. Fortunately, that 5/5 doesn't die to that play, though. 8 mana, so I could honestly double Hellfire Molten Giant. Oh god. No, I can't. I officially cannot double Hellfire Molten Giant. That is officially not the play. Molten Giant Shadow Flame leaves a 2/2 behind. I could Earthen Ring, Power Overwhelming Shadow Flame. Still leaves a 2/2 behind, but I heal for 3, and I can still play a Molten Giant, right? I think I like this a little better. Could do the same thing with Leroy, actually, and kill the 2/2. Do I like that better? Oh, no, I can't kill the 2/2. Never mind. I don't know.
Almost out of time.
This is hopefully enough, but it may not be. Can taunt up next turn if I'm not dead, right? Okay. Could have also just Twisting Nethered. I honestly didn't even look at the Twisting Nether. I'm not gonna lie. Why didn't I just Twisting Nether? I like getting the heal in, but if I can clear a minion, it's worth about the same, right? So why not just Twisting Nether? Dead to just Force. Yeah. Okay. I guess it didn't really matter. I think as long as that 2/2 lived, we were dead, but or alternatively, if I didn't heal. Okay. I think maybe Nether was the better play, although healing did definitely make a lot of sense. All right. They used to gain charge. They did, yeah. Druid's defining end game for a long, long time was Force of Nature, Savage Roar as a 14 damage burst combo
Gul'dan versus Maiev.
to end games.
None can escape my fury.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay. Mortal Coil against Rogue? I don't know. Maybe. Wow. That's a lot of counter pressure. I mean, well, not pressure, but lethal. Counter lethals, anyway. Okay. Problem with Rogue is I don't know if we'll take enough chip damage for the Molten Giant to be good, right? It might... They might just kill us in one fell swoop, and then we never really get Molten Giants.
think. I hope you like my invention.
I think that's an interesting insight, Acern. Yeah, I agree with you that when somebody's dealing 30 damage or more to you, it feels like you don't really have a lot of counterplay. But if they're dealing some moderate amount of a damage finisher, like you said, 14 to 20 or whatever, I would say that sweet spot's probably around the 15 mark. It feels like there's a number in mind where you know their limit and you can sort of try to
Kudos
manipulate the
barely
game
got to
state to stay above that
25K
limit
this
where
month.
I gotta stay at
February
15 for
and
Druid. I
March
gotta
were
stay at
weird.
15 for Druid. That sort of thing, right? That's pretty cool. Oh, nice, Rudius. Yeah, I didn't stream much the first few months of this year. I'm sure that's part of the problem. Why you're experiencing that? This feels weird, but that's what we got. Sort of wanting to play Miracle Rogue. I had an itch to play Control Warrior, Handlock, and Miracle Rogue, and I don't know when we're gonna go back to Classic. By the way, guys, maybe if I stream on Sunday, we'll do some more Classic. Because tomorrow we're gonna do the pre-release stuff for Barons. We'll be playing Barons decks tomorrow for the pre-release Tavern Brawl thingy or whatever. Assuming it all works. And then same on Saturday. Maybe Sunday we'll do more Classic because it is fun. I'm enjoying it. Nothing to play here. If I tap into a Sun Fury, I could play it. Anything else I tap into, I can't play, right? No Mountain Giant, no Twilight Drake. I guess we hold. I guess we hold. I don't think I want to Tempo Argus. I think I'm gonna need taunts later to prevent like Leroy stuff. I may not even really be able to because of you know, things, but I think I want to. Oh my god, that's such a sick draw. Oh my god, this is a game-saving draw. Woo! Let me sap, you know, saps and all those other things. I mean, I may not have enough taunts, but I probably need to try at least to stabilize some taunts.
I hope you like my invention.
I don't really know. We might also just be able to go face and win this game. I have like Leroy power overwhelming shadow faceless stuff. That's a 20 damage burst if I can get a little bit through before then, right? Not a lot of plays at the moment though. Jeez, dude. Okay, it's 20 damage. Can I deal the first 7? I don't know. We're gonna try. Did Miracle Rogue really run novices? It's just crazy how much cycles in the deck. Doesn't do anything but draw. It's just draw, 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 dead.
Gonna do any jewels. It got kinda a massive rework.
Ooh, that's finally a good play, I think. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe. I'll say right now, Duels is definitely feeling like the bottom of the priority list. Oh, maybe I have to Argus just to open up more hand space and try to get some damage through. I don't think we're actually going to be winning this game off of... Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this game off of like taunt stabilization. I think I have to hit face some and play for this combo, right? Sap already. Okay, that actually might be good. Good news. Maybe we limit the number of taunt removals and then we can play for more later. It's a good Siphon Soul. Wish I could do both, but we're 1 mana shy. Actually, not a bad card to This can't be right, can it? Nah, let's wait. There's too many like SI7s and stuff, or just an auctioneer naked, maybe. Okay. What was I talking about? I had a thought. I was gonna say, oh, duels. Yeah, duels is. If there's other new stuff, I guess I'm more interested in doing the other new stuff than doing duels right now. I still care about duels theoretically in the back of my mind, but it's definitely fallen to the bottom of the
This guy's toast.
the barrel, sort of, which really shocked me. I did not expect that to happen, but that's where we're at. Yeah, indeed. Here we are with the Shadow Flame. Or Shadow Bolt, I mean. Do I actually Shadow Flame? Now that I say that? Feels like a bit of a waste, but I'm intrigued. I can tap and bolt, but what are my damage thresholds, right? Leroy, step, Leroy is 18 on its own. I mean, Leroy, step, Leroy, step, Leroy. I think I might actually have to Shadow Flame to make sure that I live. Oh, I forgot about Cold Bloods too. Oh God.
Almost out of time.
I think I got a Shadow Flame. I don't know. It feels pretty bad, I'll say. But 18 versus or night. Oh, but he has Wicked Knife with a poison, so it doesn't even matter. I'm still dead to Leroy step right now. We want to try to stay above certain breakpoints, right? Where it's like, well, we know 18 is a breakpoint, or 18 plus 3 is a breakpoint. We know 18 plus 4 with a Cold Blood is a breakpoint, right? So like 22 is an important breakpoint. So the difference between 20 and 22 is significant. Maybe the difference between 19 and 20 is not as significant, depending on weapon equips, of course. So let's just Siphon Soul here to heal up a little bit. We can actually Twilight Drake as well. I gotta get this damage through though, or we're never gonna find a lethal. I need more damage. Or a coin. I need a coin. I think we're just dead here to Leroy's, I guess. Not quite. Okay. This sets up lethal, but it puts me so low. I need... If I had 11 mana, man, we'd be so golden right now, but I don't. I only have so I have 24 damage. They have like every card except Leroy. Power overwhelming the Drake?
So many possibilities.
I mean, I can, but you mean for next turn specifically? Just so I have 20. Just pretend I'm not dead. That honestly might just be the best play. Just hope it's enough for next turn. Sure, man. I don't know. I could tap and try to find a Sun Fury and stuff, but maybe we'll just pretend this is enough. I don't know. Pretend he doesn't have it right, and we just kill him next turn. I mean, that really shows our hand, by the way. Oh, they did top deck it. No, that sucks so much. Ah. Man. So much damage here. Good God. It was a 1 out of 5 there. Well, maybe we don't know what the other draws were. They have a ton of mana left. Should I play Arcane? Is Arcane Golem 3 mana, guys? Should I play it instead of the Leroy? Because that would have given us a lethal there. Oh, no, maybe not, right? We would have had... Oh, no, it would have. I mean, it's a very specific scenario, but we would have had 4 plus 4 plus 4. We would have had 24 off the combo and the... It's a little better, technically. Worst card on its own, of course, but a little better in that exact scenario. We got a sap. Yeah, we were pretty done between the eviscerates and the sap regardless. We were just a little bit too slow. Do you know why I was given 1,000 win portraits to 2 classes? I do. I told Blizzard you were a very special person and you deserved it.
soul shall
I
be
hooked you
mine.
up. No. They went back and retroactively added arena wins. And I think technically duels wins or something too, but mostly arena wins. Okay. Man, mage. Is this gonna be a freeze mage? Should I just die to all the crazy damage output? They capped it exactly 1,000. I was told if you relogged, it may not be capped at exactly 1,000. I think it just has that as a... Have you tried relogging yet? Like, how do we win this? Is it just pressure, Twilight Drakes, and Mountain Giants and stuff? I haven't seen a Mountain Giant in a while, by the way. Where are my Mountain Giants, dude? Where my Mountain Giants at, dude? Yeah, they're in the they're in the deck. We just haven't seen them in a while. What is this? What do we think this is? Barrier. So definitely a freeze mage of some kind. I don't know if I want to play for like this, you know, like kill them or play for health. I'm assuming if I play for health, I just don't have enough healing, right? I have Earthen Rings and Siphon Souls and stuff, but they're just probably not that good. That's my estimation, but I don't really know. See if this is a counter spell, I guess. Maybe a mirror entity here. No, they're not running mirror entity. They're running ice block and barrier and barrier. Okay. So that's the block, probably, which is going to be very annoying for us, for sure. Block is a pain.
Mind if I roll knee?
Block's a real problem. That is enticing. They're not running counterspell, right? Ever. I want to find Leroy combo pieces. Like that one. It's always block. This is 12 damage on 9 mana. We're just never going to get there in time for this block, right? Never, ever. Can we punish this at all? Like make them burn or anything? Shadow Flame and push here, I guess. Can't Argus Shadow Flame. That would be cheaper, but it's fine. I don't want to Hellfire because I lose my own minions in that case. Need to push pressure. 20. We got 8, 10. It's like consume, pop the block, but I need the lethal after the block pop too. It's not as simple as just popping the block. Man, it really does. I gotta say, it really does feel like Classic is so much more about solving puzzles than reacting, right? You're solving puzzles based on known entities as opposed to, man, do they not have a Frost Nova? It's like, where is your Frost Nova, dude? Where is your Frost Nova? So I have 8, 10, 12. I can't pop the block too soon or we're gonna have problems. Let's just kill this for now. It's pretty easy. We want to life tap first. I need those power overwhelmings probably. Did they not have a Nova? I actually might have a shot in this game because I can use Hellfire post block. I mean, they might have 2, but I need 2 Hellfires. I don't know. Now I have 9 mana, so I can push 12 just like this. Even if they freeze, I can pop the block, but it'll leave him at 6. No, it'll leave him at 4, unfortunately. Which is not good for the Hellfire. So I would much rather Leroy. Well, no, Leroy Overwhelming's bad too. 10 is such a terrible health increment. Maybe I should have thought about that a little more. Alex Face. Okay. Is there any secret tech in Classic? Just Flare? Is it really just Flare? Okay, so I can pop the block and heal off the Siphon Soul here. Is that enough heal? $18 should be enough, right? Owl and Black Knight? You're gonna have to walk me through how Owl and Black Knight answer secrets. You're gonna have to break that down for me, I'm sorry to say. I think they were maybe counting on 15 Fireball, Fireball, Frostbolt, right? 18 should be above the base threshold, right? Oh, Ice Lances. I forgot about Ice Lances. Oh, no. Double Ice Lance. No! Wow. Wow. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Ba-doop-boop-boo. Ba-doop-doop-doo. Pop the block too late. I didn't have a choice, guys. My health total was already too low.
Versus Gul'dan.
Oh, well, no, it wasn't, because Alex. No, maybe I could have.
I am your
Yeah, I don't know, though. I feel like if I popped the block at 10, which was the only increment I could do it at, or whatever it was, 4, I just get Frost Nova to death. It doesn't help. It doesn't solve the problem, right? Because I just get Frost Nova and then I'm still dead to whatever over the next. Well, yeah, I could just get Frost Nova blocked a second time, although they may not have that. Hard to know. Okay, let's keep this early stuff in case we see some zoo. You had Hellfire? Yeah, but I could only put him to 4. That's what I was saying. We couldn't. We had Leroy for 12 damage to pop the block, which leaves it at 4. If we go a turn earlier. Hellfire doesn't secure a lethal when you leave him at 4. Okay. Good hand, actually, maybe. Good swing hand. Ba-da-ba-ba. Woo! I am speed here. I don't think I need to tap. This is plenty big. We'll still get to this later on. Well, actually, maybe we won't get to this later on, but we'll get to this very soon at least. Okay, okay. I tapped to 14. They hit me for 5. I'm at 9. Next turn,
so
I can play. No, I can't. I can't play Twilight Drake, Molten Giant, and Sun Fury. So I need to play the Drake now. I'll still presumably be able to Molten Giant Defender Vargas next turn, which should be fine. Hey, Scruff, man, it's going pretty good. Wow. Brutal, sir. How dare you? Oh, interesting. Do I need to take the Shadow Flame? Probably not yet, right?
many possibilities.
If I could tap into a Mortal Coil, I would sure be a happy camper. I definitely don't need to, but would make me happy. Maybe this lingers and I can Shadow Flame it next turn to some relevance. So they can't clear this on board, but obviously million cards can do that. Overwhelming Soulfire, whatever.
Who dares summon me?
Oh, that killed some good follow-up at least. This could have been worse. Could have been worse. All right, we're gonna make a weird play here, I think. Just to stay on curve. The biggest minion I'd need to hit is a Doom Guard. We just saw one. It's probably a long time off before I see another. Yeah. Is this right? I can double Sun Fury next turn. I could just Shadow Flame this. I don't know if it's right or not. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. It's weird, but I'm gonna do it. I love Handlock, by the way. It's so fun being like right on the edge every second. That was actually a good ping, probably, huh? Why Shadow Flame's so garbage here? Oh, I'm like one turn off from a good play.
So many possibilities.
Yeah. If I tap, I'm in trouble too. I really don't want to like double Sun Fury. I think I'm screwed. I gotta tap into something, but Shadow Fire. I think I'm dead. Double Sun Fury cannot be a winning play, right? I can Twisting after. But even double Sun Fury, like I take too much damage. I trade here. I have a 2/3 taunt. It's just no way. That's not it for sure. Well, we gotta try. I can't actually I gotta trade there because the paying off this is too valuable otherwise, right? Cool. Cool. Hellfire, I don't think I had anything really. Just too much pressure. Yeah, we found the Mountain Giants. Yeah, finally found the Mountain Giants. Isn't that funny? Can we see Priest? I actually want to play Miracle Rogue. I need a good Miracle Rogue list, guys. Where? Somebody grab me a good Miracle Rogue list. I want to play Miracle Rogue too. What was the other deck I wanted to replay a little bit?
Versus Valera.
Your soul shall be mine.
Does anybody have? Here we go. I found a site. Okay.
You win this time.
Where are you, Miracle Rogue? Okay. Freaking Miracle Rogue. Here we go. Why don't I run Silverback Patriarch? I want to give other people a chance to win. I don't just want to dominate every moment. Okay, why is Assassin's Blade in here? I never remember seeing Assassin's Blade. There's no way I'm running Assassin's Blade. Double Fan. I feel like I want more Cold Bloods and... I don't think I'm worried about Blade Flurry. This looks better to me. Orson also runs Assassin's Blade. There's no way, right? I'm sure there was some logic guiding that back then when these lists were made, but does that logic maintain today, right? And I don't even care about. I just want the classic Miracle Rogue lethal experience. I don't even care about winning. Who cares? I don't need a consistent deck. I want a deck that hits somebody really freaking hard. I want Leroy Steps at ASAP.
Valera versus Malfurion.
Alpha meet Omega. Miracle Rogue. I don't even know how we mulligan in this list. Don't we hard mull for the things we care about? And cycle. Okay. I like Shiv. I do like Shiv. Uh-oh. 2 mana Wild Growth. It's crazy that Wild Growth is still a solid card at 3 mana. This may be a misplay already. I don't know. Do we waste backstabs like this, guys, or not? Do we save them for Auctioneer? Or do we use them? Without an Auctioneer in hand, I think I use it, but if I have an Auctioneer in hand, I think maybe I hold that backstab, right? Because I'm not that concerned about the 2-3 at the end of the day. Oh god, it's already coming together. Oh, this is like potentially really good against like tokeny druid stuff, but I'm just gonna cycle. Deadly. Not something I'm using yet. We're gonna Drake next turn. Just chill. Do we ever prep an Evis on this? All of these questions are things I really don't know the answer to right now. I feel like I want to use the preps on Auctioneer, but I'm also totally out of cycle. What's my damage output right now? 10, 13. Wow. Let's just chill. I don't need the spell damage or anything to react to that. So if I get forced to kill it later, I can. I really want Auctioneer right now so I can prep Evis, prep, sap, deadly, whatever. Keep going. Do our thing. So Leroy Step is 8 mana. That leaves 2 more for Cold Bloods. Oh, deck tracker's updated? Okay, cool. That will definitely help me play this deck because it is complicated sometimes. Let's see if I can get her updated. Do we sap an Azure Drake just because I don't care if he replays it and spends 5 mana? I think I don't care, right? Obviously, I want a sap for a taunt potentially, but maybe one's enough. I am at 17. They have done nothing. They've done absolutely nothing. My deck tracker's freaking out.
Where shall I strike?
I think it's updated, guys. Yeah. And I'm already dead to combo. Great news. Hey, I'm alive to combo. We probably got to kill that, don't we? It's getting kind of gross now. We're getting scary territory. I'm alive to combo. I just really need an Auctioneer, man. Save this because deadly, right? Auctioneer. Auctioneer. It might be too late now, but double Innervate would kill us because they could hero power. Yep. It's crazy being at 15. Just, it's so hilarious. Oh boy. Oh god. think somebody's setting up for the win. What do you guys think? Didn't even bother to kill these. That tells us everything we need to know. So we're dead. I can deal 5, 11, and 6 is 17, but that's it because I don't have.
Hey, lights out.
We might as well try and pretend we're alive, but we're not. We're not alive. We're dead.
Well played.
I love the numbers mattering, dude. It's so cool. It's so cool when numbers matter. Should have shaved my beard for the authentic Classic experience. Why? I had a beard during Classic. What do you mean? I've had a beard since 2006. I have not shaved clean shaven since 2006. So 15 years. The rush is bugged. They can attack phase. Yep. Totoro.
Let the hunt begin.
Watch your back.
Man, do we keep Mulligan prep or do we still have to dig for Auctioneer? Feels like this deck is so Auctioneer reliant, dude. It's crazy. This seems like a good high tempo hand against Hunter at least. Like healing, we can coin an SI if we want. That's a really nice hand. Okay. I like this a lot. I still need draw though.
Boys, make some room by the
Show me that
Hearthwatcher.
cycle. Hey, Evaz, thanks for the prime sub. River Croc. Okay.
Here we go.
These shadow steps are definitely not helpful at the moment. I want to save them for Leroy, not Earthen Ring Farseer. I mean, we may get desperate though, and or not Huffer again, please. Okay. Not a Huffer. Yes. Still annoying though. Dun, 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 dun. It's a weird play, but I kind of like it. It only cost me 1 health to do it because I was gonna play the Earthen Ring anyway, maybe, and it just kind of sets up the onboard trade, right? It's kind of nice. Sort of dig it. Yeah, sure, but that might have gone face otherwise, right? Still probably worth.
This guy's toast.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh, it wants to keep restarting. Windows, I don't want to restart my PC right now, man. Okay, 2 cycle cards in hand right now. Oh my god, just straight up Arcane Golem. Crazy. I love it. Need a backstab. 1 off on Shiv from this, but I can Shiv Fan of Knives at least. Other Azure. Eviscerate. Where are the... I was promised Auctioneers. Someone told me that Catches and Auctioneers were in this deck, and it was amazing, and I haven't seen a single one, and I'm tilted. I mean... Look, I'm going to be straight with you right now. Everybody's allowed to play what they want, right?
This guy's
Everybody's allowed to be who they want to be in Hearthstone. But who is harkening back to the nostalgic days of Arcane Golems and Wolf Riders? What who is just desperately missing all the Arcane Golems in their life? I mean, was this... This is the peak Hearthstone experience you just can't wait to relive. Why are there so many face hunters? Some people literally only care about climbing, don't they? They just don't care about anything else. Just whatever gets them up the ladder the fastest and gets them the gold the fastest. It just breaks my brain. Oh my god, is this the actual dog? Is dog streaming right now?
Watch your back.
Oh, sick. Okay, let's go. I love it. Oh my god, Raynad is streaming Hearthstone and he's playing Demon Hunter. He must have to do Demon Hunter stuff to unlock Classic or something. There's no other explanation for him playing Demon Hunter. Zero explanation otherwise. Okay. I haven't even seen a conceal yet either, but I finally see an auctioneer after 3 games. Want to get some cheap spells in hand for this bad boy. Preps. Conceals. Etc. I feel like my game is lagging out. I don't have any sound effects. You guys hear me still and stuff? Uh-oh. You guys see me, right? We hear you. Well, let's retry this. Let's jump back in. Will I try the Bazaar? I will. I pledged to it a long time ago when it first hit or whatever. I have to say, though, I watched the most recent like gameplay reveal or whatever. It looked dreadfully boring. And I wanted to succeed. I want to give it a shot, but man, did it look boring. I was not excited by what I saw. It felt like a game designer's game instead of a player's game. Which, I should have backstabbed first probably, but I'm holding on for the auctioneer, I guess, right? So didn't exactly get a lot of turn there. Sometimes game designers design games that are great for game designers, but they forget that there are players who aren't game designers, and you make a lot of decisions that are for the, like, you know, sort of serve the designer more than they serve the player, and I think that can be a real problem. I don't know about this play. It's literally the same exact play I made last game. So in other words, like, to give you an example of what I mean, like, the numbers on the cards or the things or whatever are all way too big. The numbers are huge. Like, it's not fun to calculate whether your card is dealing 127 damage or 113 damage, right? You need numbers that are, like, understandable and, like, kind of parsable. Like, I think anything up to, like, 50 is probably good. Certainly double digits is a threshold, but he had cards that were like, just, I don't know, thing did 180 damage and they did 300 damage or whatever, and it was just way too granular, and the gameplay was like really visually instant and passive. Like, you know, Battlegrounds has automated gameplay, certainly, but it's still, you can tell what's happening, right? Like, it's still parsable and readable. Do I actually dump an auctioneer here and just backstab and look for a conceal? Because I have the second auctioneer, so it's kind of safe. You know what I mean? Is this actually a good play? Oh my god. It's such a good play. Yeah, I'm probably still dead or something, but it's such a good play. I don't care if it's good. I'm so happy. So how much damage output do we actually have here? 8, 12, and 4 is 16. We're definitely not there yet. I need preps, dude. Oh god. Am I dead to double Savage Roar? Not quite. I am going to die next turn though if I'm not careful. just Savage Roar is a lethal now, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I'm gonna die, right? It's useless. No. Oh, there's a prep. Okay. Shadow Step. I gotta use these. I think I'm just dead for the record. I think this is doing pretty much nothing, but
Choose soon.
we might as well try. Okay. I don't remember. The conceal just kicked off the chain. I wasn't actually trying to conceal. I think it was dead to Savage or Hero Power. So be it.
Where shall I start?
Oh? Just taunt? Oh, whoa. Okay. That is a shocker. Oh my god. I don't even know the best way to kick off this turn now. Oh god. I'm sure this is a lethal, but I feel like I'm gonna mess it up. Oh no, dude. What do I do? No, it's not. Oh, it's not a lethal yet. It's not absolutely not a lethal. Oh my. Oh no, I don't have any mana left to step. Oh no. Oh no, I don't have any mana left. 10. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no, it's not lethal at all. Ah.
Time's up. Let's do this.
No.
Choose soon.
I'm gonna just die. I can't, like I can hit here, right? But it stepped the Leroy, but it's too late. It doesn't matter. I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Oh god. Not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I shouldn't have played. I didn't need to play the Leroy, but I also am going to die, so I don't know what difference it makes. Wait, they had it in hand. They just missed lethal last turn, right? Oh yeah, they just missed lethal. They waited on their combo, but they had it last turn just with hero power. I thought we were gonna be dead to Savage Roar last turn. They just didn't. They didn't see it. What can I say? I just played a Leroy to clear a taunt. I didn't hit that sap, but I needed more mana. Needed more mana too. Didn't really do anything there.
Maybe it's a curse kappa.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's Leroy. Taunt. Taunt is cheap.
That person just really wanted to play Fon Senior.
Yeah, they really did. Yeah. They cared more about the combo than winning. Yeah.
I love you.
Okay. Thanks, Brick Fang, dude. I just hard mull for Auctioneer. I'm pretty sure. Maybe there are matchups where you have a key mulligan card. I don't know, but if I don't see an Auctioneer, I think I'm starting over. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. I never liked DiGiorno pizzas much. They were always too doughy, too thick. I don't like a lot of cheese. And I don't like a lot of dough on my pizza. I like thin crust, very light cheese. Honestly. Boy, do I use a coin and a deadly poison here to deal with this? Do I just eviscerate a 3/2? Do I do neither and just take some hits? Maybe. Probably neither and take some hits is the real answer.
So many.
Stuffed crust? Oh, that sounds so gross. Yeah, I like a lot of sauce too, yeah. My wife actually made some delicious homemade pizza the other day. It was like legit good. I know what you're thinking. I think the same thing. Like, oh, Homemade pizza's never good, and you're usually right. But I swear to God, this time it was actually really good.
Here you go.
I'm gonna eviscerate the auctioneer. I mean the knife juggler. I think it's okay. Let me see if I can find a picture of the wife's pizza. Gotta think if I can do it without revealing her username and stuff.
Reporting for duty.
She made handmade dough like some, I don't know, some dude had or something. I don't know the story, but some homemade dough and some great sauce. Here it is. I have a way to crop out her name. 1 second. Photoshop real quick.
So many options.
Oh, whoops. Here's the homemade pizza. It's very small. Let me zoom in a little bit. And it's gone. And it's gone. There it is. There's the homemade pizza. Actually quite delicious. Neapolitan style. So good. Backstab. Ooh, conceal for auctioneers. Nice, nice, nice. Do we just start going face, guys? I already have like a lot of my stuff ready to go. I do like this value trade a fair bit though. I'm worried about like buffs on stuff. Let's just value trade. Is Classic any good? Yeah, I think if you like it, yeah, I think it's it sounds stupid, but yeah, if you like this style of Hearthstone, I think it's great.
Is my shield.
I think it's awesome. Ooh, crazy minion. Okay. Is this worth the deadly to clear the taunt? I think probably, right? I could coin a sap, but then I don't have a conceal anymore. I think we just use the deadly to clear the taunt and then coin the conceal, right? See if we can find a prep. Because then I could prep a sap. I don't know if that's even worth though.
Of course.
Maybe.
Here we go.
The conceal is definitely worth because of True Silver Champion, I think. Okay. Pretty good auctioneer. Do you like to play with fire? Best classic deck. I don't know, man. It's kind of a jerk move, I'll tell you that, though. This guy has 0 chill. So we got Leroy, Step, Evis, Cold Blood. How much damage do we have later? 6, 10, 16, 20. I don't know what that means. Shipping it face. Let's count that again. 6, 12, 16, 20. How much mana is that? 4, 0, 5,
Truth is my shield.
7. Not quite ready this turn. Okay.
Here we go.
This is, oh, okay.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
So now we have 18 on the Leroys. That's 8 mana. Cold Blood is 22. And Prep Evis is 26. So we should be good to go now.
One shot, one.
That's, you know, minus even an Edwin or whatever. Taunt is a thought, but should be good. Did I do that right? It's 8 mana for the Leroys. That's 18 damage. And then prep Evis is 22. I think we got it. Somebody out there can count. Better than me. Need to make sure I cold blood one of these. Oh, I think I just have it with hero power. But this is more fun. Okay, cool. Miracle Rogue. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a real deck, it turns out. Cool. Man. How do you guys... I want to, like, put classic stuff on YouTube, but I don't want to, like, overwhelm with just a bunch of old decks. I think I might just, like, make one... I might just make one video with, like, all these decks. All of these old decks together. Like, one Handlock game, one Wallet Warrior game, one Miracle Rogue game, or whatever. Call it, like, the year is 2014 and I'm playing Hearthstone. The year is 2014. Regis plays Hearthstone.
Reporting for duty.
Here we go.
I think Classic will be popular forever. No, I think the heat death of the universe will eventually will eventually lower demand for Classic Hearthstone. I don't think it'll persist through the heat death, but you know, maybe I think it could certainly be popular for a while, 2 years. I think it'll be a very small community. Frankly, I don't think it'll persist with a large popularity. You know, today is going to be its highest popularity ever, I'm sure, and it will decline substantially tomorrow and moving forward. But I think there will be dedicated players who just really, really like Classic Hearthstone. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. I just don't really need to make any plays right now.
Here we
Am I really gonna cycle a Fan of Knives? Wish I'd used it earlier instead of my face.
go.
This is a hand that becomes insane with a Gadgets and Auctioneer, but is utter garbage until then. Just utter garbage.
Put this apple on your head.
Certainly backstab that. Maybe Deadly SI, but this weapon's just so good. Against SI.
Here we go.
Well, we are just loaded up, ready to go, dude. Come on, Gadgetsan. We need you.
Follow the rules. Reporting for duty.
Another Azure Drake right now would actually be pretty clutch, too. Blech. Gross. Doo-doo-doo.
This guy's toast.
Here we go.
Okay. Mr. Kilbin, will you adopt me as your son? No. You're all ready, my son. I have something to tell you. Oh my god, how much damage do I just have? I have 22 damage right now.
Here we go.
If I can find another piece of damage and get to 10 mana, I might just have a lethal. I don't know. I don't know if shipping that face is correct, but it felt good. I know he's got healing ears, so it's like, well, maybe it doesn't make a difference, but... Where is the auctioneer? Look at this hand, though. Oh my god. So crazy. So I have 22. If I hit a cold blood, do I have lethal this turn? Yeah. Oh, well, no, not anymore. Certainly not now. Azure Drake's really nice. Probably already sap this, right? And just backstab here. Basically get rid of these taunts.
Here we go.
Do I use an eviscerate now while it's spell damaged? Or do I surprise them? How much healing do they actually have? Are they running like... You know, are they... Because it puts them to 18 and then 20. I still wouldn't have a lethal. I'd still only have 18 in hand. Well, actually, if he uses this to clear the minion, I'd put him to 18. He'd heal to 20, then go back to 16. Worried about healing, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just in case it creates the breakpoint I need. I also have top deck outs for damage as well. This opens up preps for auctioneers too. Or Shiv or something, whatever. Hammer of Wrath trade to save health. That makes sense. So I have 19 damage right now, by the way. Taunt again. Ugh. Too many taunts, man. Too many taunts. I don't know where to go with this either.
Here we go.
Push this to 3. Does that do anything for me? Change any math? No. SI7, I guess, technically next turn would clear with a face attack again, but I'll be taking 9 and 4. Can't really take that much damage. I think I gotta play this to cycle it, right? I need the card draw next turn, not later. Had about 480 wins on Thrall. Yeah, they retroactively added in Arena and I think like duels too. Okay, I like the minion trade actually. That's good news because it means SI clears that. Auction. Ooh. Cold Blood's lethal here, I think. Oh, never mind. Cold Blood's not lethal here. Sap, please? Or actually Auctioneer still, maybe? Freaking Conceal again, dude. This hand is complete and utter garbage. I can't do anything with this hand, man. I think it's over, right? Now, even if I hit a sap, I don't think I have enough mana left to do anything. I think it's just GG. Evis doesn't buy me another turn. It doesn't really play me into a sap lethal either because I would need 2 cards. I would need sap and cold blood for lethal at 22, right? I have 18. I need another 4. And if the only way for me to draw multiple cards is an auctioneer. So I don't think the Evis here does anything. I think it's useless. I think we don't have any outs left. just because of the way I need to draw multiple cards at once. An Auctioneer can do that, but I won't have enough mana to lethal. So then I'd have a Tyrion come down again, even if I got like Auctioneer Sap Chain or whatever this time. I wouldn't be able to deal with a Tyrion. Maybe there's some weird world where an Edwin or something sticks and Shiv the Tyrion or something. I don't know. Definitely stuck. Got all my finishers before I got my draw or tempo cards. No Earthen Rings, no Edwins, no Auctioneers. Is Classic more popular than Standard? It's been out for like 8 hours, man. I don't know. Hard to say. Oh. You must have a Hammer of Wrath for lethal. It's a good play. Oh, Elven Archer, what? Why do you have that? Guess it's an equality follow-up? That's crazy. That's fun. Good lethal spot, though. All right, guys, I got time for one more. I was actually going to call it there, but that was such an unsatisfying game. I'm going to play one more game, and then we'll call it quits. I got to go take a break, man. I'm tired.
Valera versus Valera.
Got to stream tomorrow, too. We're doing pre-release weekend stuff, so.
I always do.
Another rogue. You guys aren't auctioneers. Get out of here. Ugh, not this again. I don't want these cards right now. Should I buy the hunter skin? It depends, man. If you need cards, probably not. You should spend your gold on cards. But if you care about cosmetics, sure, I did. I bought it. Casual is dead. No, they're still casual. I mean, I would say casual's been dead for 5 years, would be my guess. But it's still in the game, if that's what you mean. It is clear to me that I don't know if it's like Blizzard or what, but so much news is not parsed by the community. There's so much news that you guys don't hear or know, which of course is not your fault. I'm not judging you on that. There's so much news that does not make it through the... And you guys are like dedicated, you know, you're watching streams on Twitch and stuff. Imagine what it's like for people who don't even watch streams on Twitch. There's probably so much news they have no idea about. It's kind of crazy. Blizzard needs a better, I think, in-game news kind of update thing. Like the Battle.net client has news, but you know, on mobile you don't see that. Like, of course, there's some giant news that pops up in-game, but a lot of stuff still slips through. Save this for Auctioneer, maybe. Okay. Do we ever Auctioneer Step? I don't think so, right?
Of course.
That seems silly. We want to make sure that Step hits face, right?
Here we go.
Question is, when do we go off? Next turn? Yeah, Deck Tracker is working. Sort of. It's not got like all the card images and stuff, but it's mostly working. Don't conceal me, bro. This might be one reason Blade Flurry was in the list, to answer your opponent's Auctioneers. Because as it stands, we don't have an answer to Auctioneers that are concealed out. Alright, I'm kind of desperate already.
Got the best deals anywhere.
That's good. Could arguably use a cold blood, but I save less mana if I do.
Of course.
All right. So we have 12 here. Plus 4 is already enough. Like, we're just good if I don't die. Like, you know, they spend all their time setting up for this big auctioneer turn, but we're just like setting up for lethal, right? So that's cool. We have 16 exactly. I guess healing here could definitely cause problems, but I assume they're just gonna draw a bunch and not worry about healing, right? And then we just win.
This guy's toast.
Fine, just don't heal. Don't heal. Don't heal. No heal. Sweet. GG. 12 for 6 mana. 16 for 7 mana. Perfect lethal. Oh, I have a 3-attack weapon up too. I didn't even realize that. That also is awesome, but unnecessary.
I have enough mana.
Cool. Miracle Rogue doing Miracle Rogue stuff. Yeah, sometimes I guess you don't really need the crazy auctioneer turns if you just tempo enough, right? Just kind of go. All right, everybody, I'm out. I'm done. This was a fun stream. This was a cool journey back in time for sure. To an era where I wasn't really streaming and stuff, so it was a fun chance to stream all this old school stuff. So let me drop a raid, and I will see you all tomorrow, where we'll be playing Baron's stuff. Hopefully, if it all works, we'll be doing the tavern. What is it called? Fireside Gathering. I keep forgetting the name. We'll be doing the Fireside Gathering pre-release thing. This guy's name is Grandpa. Sounds like a fun raid. Everybody enjoy RP Grandpa on this raid. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Thanks for subs, bits, follows, all that fun stuff. Enjoy Classic. We might play more of this on Sunday if we get a chance. Probably going to try to make a YouTube video out of this of some sort, so stay tuned for that. But until then, thank you much. Love you a ton. And until next time, game on.